Hi, everybody. So we are coming at you live from Hey Wanna Play. This is a totally sort of last minute decision to bring you some impromptu casual game of 40K. I'm here with Carter, my opponent, and we are going to be just doing some narrative mission for 40K. We're actually about to figure out what a narrative mission is. We're about to roll for that. So please enjoy. We, like I said, are literally just going to be doing our game as normal. We just figured some of you might enjoy watching us do that process. At some point during the game, somebody may come in to help us narrate it, in which case, enjoy her narration and please interact with her and be nice. But otherwise, we're just going to get started and play our game. Feel free to offer help, commentary, and you'll notice I'll be using Titanic as figurines. I left my main army at home, so there you go. All right, let me get my tape measure and let's roll for mission. Do you have the book with the missions?
I do not. I only have my CSM codex. So
Oh, that's right. That's in the main rule book.
Yeah,
right?
that'll be in the core rulebook.
I do have that with me here. So let's pull it up. And let's see here.
Yeah, you know what? Give me a minute to just find all my loaded dice so I can cheat the entire time. So just give me 1 second.
You know they do sell loaded dice?
I'm aware. I'm their biggest customer.
But you know, even Chessex does. They're black with white pips. And I saw them sell them at one of these big cons. Are there specific Crusade missions? Yeah, actually it says right here.
Yeah.
Crusade mission pack.
And I think there might even be some that are going to be based on power level, so make sure to find ones tailored to 70.
Maximum power level of each army. There's one per strike force, which is up to 100 power level.
Yeah, so that should probably be good for us.
Yeah, so that is, there we go. Starting on page 347 through 352, so let's roll for that.
All right. Do you want to, you've got it open, do you want to roll for the mission?
Sure.
Yeah.
So we rolled a 4. That is retrieval, page 350.
Retrieval mission. This is either going to be really good with knights or really hard with knights.
Ooh. I just don't like.
Yeah. I was going to say we. Oh, that sucks. Maybe we want to re-roll and pick something. I mean, we could redo the terrain, but.
I think this is very casual and narrative, so if both of us agree to re-roll, I think we're okay with re-roll.
I'm okay with that if you are.
I'm okay too. All right, great.
Yeah,
we will re-roll. All right,
yeah.
so we're going to re-roll. 2. All right, let's see what 2 is. That's the nice thing about having casual missions, right?
As long as it's not the 3D chessboard option.
Narrow the search. Page 348.
That's just always going to be full boxes. You have a full box. And once you have a full box.
All right, page 348. Okay, this is nice. This is actually good for this layout.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
All right, great. So narrow the search. I'll read it out loud so we can all know what exactly we're doing. Mission rules. The players alternate placing 4 objective markers. We have those right there. On the battlefield, 1 at a time, starting with the attacker. Objective markers can be placed anywhere in the battlefield that is more than 6 inches from any battlefield edge and more than 12 inches from any other objective marker. At the start of the first battle round, the search area is defined by a circle 18 inches in radius, centered on the center of the battlefield. At the start of each battle round thereafter, the size of the search area's radius shrinks by 3 inches. So it has a radius of 15. In the second battle round, a radius of 12 and third, and so on. Null field. Invulnerable saving throws cannot be made for units that are within 12 inches of the center of the battlefield.
That's not good.
Wow, that's going to be...
That's huge. Okay.
Yeah. Victory points are awarded as follows. Taken hold. At the end of each post-command phase, the player whose turn it is scores 5 victory points for each of the following conditions that they satisfy for a maximum of 15 victory points. They control 1 or more objective markers, they control 2 or more objective markers, and they control more objective markers than their opponents.
Okay, so control 1, control 2, control more.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
The mission objectives cannot be scored in the first round. So that's pretty standard. All right. Zeroing in. At the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is scores 15 victory points if they control the search area. Okay.
And is the search area, is that the center of the battlefield? with the no invuln area?
The search area is the one that's like very big,
Mm-hmm.
that keeps getting smaller. So that's the one that at the start of it's 18 inches at the beginning,
Okay.
and keeps getting 3 inches smaller every time,
Right. Okay.
which has never happened to me.
Yeah, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to keep markers on that one too. So maybe we'll
Yeah.
have some die set aside for that.
Yeah, of course, of course. It's interesting. So
Yeah.
this is the progressive, objectives. Okay. So just to start out now and again, at the end of each player's command phase, the player's crew and score 15 victory points if they control the search area. The player controls it if they have more models within it than their opponent does. For the purpose of this mission objective, each vehicle or monster unit counts as 5 other models, and each Titanic unit counts as 10 other models. Note that the search area is not an objective marker, so rules such as offset do not apply.
Okay, so you can use your colossal guys to try to capture them.
Absolutely.
Gross.
After the battle, the victor can select one unit from their army that has a crusade card that took part in the battle. You must select the unit that can gain battle honors, and that unit gains a weapon enhancement battle honor after the battle.
Wow. The
This is gonna be
stakes are
interesting.
high. Yeah.
My goodness.
Okay, so I guess for starters, before we separate our turns, we need to take turns placing those objective markers. So there were 4 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 each.
That's right.
All right, I'll give you these guys.
And we have to do all the other stuff too, like deployment zones, hacker, defender as well.
Right, and remind me again, what was the length of our deployment zone? Is it the standard 9
Oh, sorry,
inches?
yes.
Or?
According to this, it's 12 inches from the center in either direction.
All right.
So we didn't figure out the center, which
Yeah,
looks like
let's-
it's easy, because right, it's literally
yeah,
hard for us.
I mean, if we want to be exact, we can go ahead and give it a little measure, but do we want to just use the math for it?
I would just use the mat.
Okay,
I mean,
we'll just use the math for it. Okay, so 12 inches from the center.
in mat we trust.
All right, just touch tips. Okay, so
Usually I know somebody a little bit more before I start touching tips, but okay.
listen, chaos moves fast, man.
That's usually Slanesh's line, but okay.
Listen, my other army is Slanesh demons, so don't give me any ideas.
You know, in Horus Heresy, I played Emperor's Children before the corruption.
Those are the boring Emperor's Children. They weren't doing space droids yet.
You know, there's a line actually here that literally marks the.
I was gonna say this is like perfectly lined up, so
Whoever made this map knew what they were doing.
yeah. I'll put some die down just to make it exact, but we should be good
Yeah, actually, it's move these up because everything.
here. Yeah. So during deployment, I'm just gonna leave my measure right here, and this will be my line for now.
Sure.
But I guess I can mark it with some dice too. I think that should be about.
Yeah, that works. Okay, great.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, that looks right to me.
And then we have to roll for attacker / defender or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess whoever wins the roll off gets to pick who they want to be, or
Yeah, that's how it works in that Nephilim book or whatever it's called.
all right, works for me.
Which is the most up to date of these two? Or I have 3 now.
Nephilim should be the current one.
Neither of these, right?
You know what? I don't even recognize those.
Oh, I found it. I think this one, right?
Yep. Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
that's the
great.
right one.
Just for the stream to know what we're looking at. They just keep taking our money.
Yeah.
That's really what this is. It's a cash grab. All right, let's because they literally try to tell us the sequence of these things. So just so you know, on page 4 and 5, this is the sequence. So turn mission, which we did. Read mission, which we did. Place objective markers, we did. Create the battlefield, we did. Determine attacker and defender is where we are next. We roll off and decide who will be the attacker and who will be the defender. So whenever you're ready, we can roll.
All right. I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, I roll.
Damn.
All right, let's see here. The defender selects one of the deployment zones for their army. the opponent uses the other one. So I'll be the defender, I guess.
Keeping it
And
easy. All right.
I'll choose this one. So you're the attacker.
That's usually how it works.
Alright. And if this were one of the competitive missions, we would choose our secondaries. But since it's a narrative mission,
We're just going to be choosing our agendas.
we just choose our agendas
Yeah.
instead.
Now,
There you
if
go.
I remember correctly, the number of agendas that we pick in Narrative Crusade is based on the power level of the game. So I think that in 50, we definitely want to double check the codex. I think in 50 we were picking 2. So I think in 75 we might be picking 3. And then you just have to make sure not to double up on any of the same kind, just like the secondaries.
I see. So let's take a look here. Agendas.
Yeah, and then keep in mind, some of the really good agendas are going to be in the core rulebook, available to all factions. So it's worth giving those a look in addition to the ones in your codex.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think I really only pick one of the Chaos Space Marine agendas, and the rest I do from the core rulebook.
So what you're saying is more reason to buy more books.
Yeah, what I'm telling you is to give Games Workshop all your money.
We're asking politely, but really forcing my hand.
Yeah.
All right, so we have the Imperial Knights book here, and we're just browsing it nicely and taking our time reading these fancy fonts, seeing if we find anything against our Chaos opponent here.
Yeah, and then I would also just make sure to, it can be kind of confusing, but keep a tally of like whenever your units satisfy the agendas, because that's going to keep track of how much XP they get.
No, that's a really good point.
Yeah, I always forget to do that. So.
I do keep a tally, but then I forget to see what it goes toward. So that's the problem. Okay, let's see.
Is that because there's 2 ones?
You have quite a few vehicles or monsters in your army, don't you?
So they are all the big ones they have the vehicle keyword. Actually, none of these have the monster keyword. I think even the demon engines are considered vehicles.
Can you count how many vehicles you have?
Yeah, so I have 4 vehicles. It's the 2 dreadnoughts and the 2 demon engines.
Very good.
And then yours, I mean, obviously they're all vehicles.
Yes.
So
And then,
we're both probably going to take probably both taking the same agendas out of the core rulebook.
well, actually, this is one called Slayer of Beasts
Yeah.
from the Codex.
Yeah, as long as a beast also counts for vehicles.
Yeah, this was a vehicle or monster.
That's probably a really good one to pick then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a similar one, except it only applies to my character models killing vehicles. So I don't know if that's going to be very smart. My other than the Lord Discordant, my characters are not very killy. So
Yeah.
I'm just checking. I found it I looked it up on Twitch.
Oh, nice. You have us on front?
Well, no, I have it on like the computer.
You should put it on the TV so people can watch us.
I have the timer on for thing. I'm sorry.
it'll be like that scene in Spaceballs where they're like watching themselves in real time. What you're seeing now is happening now.
You mean now? Yeah. What about now that happened when? Well, that was then.
I put it on the big one, but the big one in the Warhammer room
Mhm.
is like has a wire in it. It's not connected right now to the
Oh, that's too bad.
computer. He has to fix it, but he has to go up there on like a ladder.
Oh, okay.
But I was just checking out the setup. It'd be cool. We were thinking of getting some equipment so we can have like a permanent setup on a table.
I've been telling you, get him forever. This is a good spot because you got the charger here and you got the background here and everything, man. And this is, yeah, this would be a nice little commentator area right here. Like I think it's the backup because you got the wall plug right there. How many agendas are we doing after all?
So you're only allowed to select one agenda from your codex, and I believe the other 2 have to be from the core party.
Oh, so it's 3 total.
I think it'll tell you in the core rulebook in the agenda section, but I think for 75 PL it's 3 agendas.
I was looking in, oh, you know why? It's because I'm looking in the, I'm not in the core rulebook. I'm actually in the. Wait, no, this is a core rulebook.
Yeah, so in the beginning of the agenda section, it should tell you based on PL how many you picked.
I'm in the agenda section, but it says each agenda listed below as a category. Some agendas will instruct you to keep a certain tally. You can use the agenda section, and then no,
Okay. Well, I think it might be like 1 at 50, 2 at 75, and then it maxes out at 3 at 100. So maybe we do like 2 each, like, you know, with a max of 1 from your codex.
Okay.
I might keep it simple as well.
Oh, here we go. I found it. You're right.
What
It
was
is 3. It is 3.
It's 3? Okay.
Yeah, there is an additional section in the here where it says you can select agendas. It expands on the thing that's in the Nephilim book. So for game 3, and that's what I'm going to note down here. I want to note the agendas. Game 3. Agendas.
Also, I wanted to correct something that I got wrong. I was looking at my Crusade sheet. My Warlord was not Mark of Corn. He was, I think everything I have with the Mark is Zinch, so he does not get +1 strength to melee attacks. Because on my paper sheet, he was Zinch marked, which kind of makes sense. I think all my other guys that had marks were all Zinch. So I just wanted to make sure that's cleared up on here. But his cost should be, yeah, he's still 10.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about the toughness. Going to 8 on the dreadnought.
Oh, you know, the my Warlord does not get +1 toughness. It's just on the Contemptor Dreadnought.
Exactly. No, I was thinking that worries me more than the +1 strength.
And what's silly, I think because of the Chaos boon, I think my Contemptor has more toughness than my Leviathan, which is goofy. I think he's still at 7, right? Yeah, unfortunately, those are my only 2 guys that have boons, but whatever.
So agendas really are secondaries.
Well, kind of. They don't affect your points in the game,
But
but
just
they
the-
work similarly, yeah.
They're secondaries that have a different game effect.
Yeah. And then I might need to take a look at the core rulebook agendas when you're done, because I don't have it and I need to pick those.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh, yours. Here you go.
Cool, thank you.
I chose Kingslayer and Reaper.
That's probably what I'll pick.
Do you think you can kill more units than I can?
Oh, you know what? I'm probably going to do priority target, because all your models are vehicles. So I think no matter what, each kill I get experience. So yeah, I'll do a... So your armigers are not Titanic, right? It's just
The armigers are not Titanic. Just the 2 Prestoris Knights.
Okay. I'm deciding if I want Titan Hunter or priority target, but
There's only 2 Titanic units yet.
yeah, I'll probably do priority target just because every kill will get it.
But for anybody watching, yes, I forgot my Imperial Knights at home, so my Questoris Knights are being modeled by my Titanicus models. And my Armigers are being modeled by Warhounds. My opponent is aware.
All right. So I think it's just that one. All right. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do I'm gonna pick a crazy agenda here.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pick. I think I'm gonna pick Scry Battlelands because you have no psychers. So my one psyker character, which I have, can attempt to manifest a really easy psyker power, as long as it's within 18 inches of an enemy character, and if it goes off, it succeeds. If it goes off twice in a game, he gets 5 XP, which is a free rank up. And he's cast 2, so I can kind of get away with it. I think I might go with that one.
Now, something I wanted to mention, because I forgot to mention it earlier, and it makes a huge difference throughout the game. The Exalted Court ability that my Paladin has,
Draw 7 cards.
it allows him to do the Bondsman. Because you know the Bondsman, you can like give the Armiger an extra like ability. So before I came in,
Thanks. Here's your phone.
of course. So just really quick, because this was on my new sheet that I printed out that I left at home. So I want to make sure that it doesn't accidentally get you by surprise. So, as I was saying, the Paladin, anybody that has Exalted Court is able to do the Bondsman ability twice. So instead of doing it on just one Armiger, if you have Exalted Court, you can actually do it on 2 different Armigers. So that's the first thing I want you to be aware of. The second thing I want you to be aware of is that the Paladin, the Exalted Court ability that he has, is that he can give his Bondsman ability to a Questoris Knight.
So you're first.
So normally, whereas the Paladin can only give the Questoris ability, the Paladin ability, like the buff, the Bondsman to a little one, he can also give it now to the Crusader. So that wasn't in my original sheet. That I put in Battle Scribe. But I just letting you know, because it wasn't on the printout that I went over earlier. It was in the one that I left.
No, you don't have to worry about it because I have my.
Okay.
So yeah, it's an extra little buff. I just want
Yeah, you might just want to mention it again during
the game, yeah.
while you use
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
because I might lose track. But
No problem. I just didn't want to catch you by surprise.
okay, yeah, I think I have my agendas set up here.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna pick some crazy agendas here out of left field. So we can do yours in a second, but I'm actually doing Eye of the Gods. So for me, for each of my character models that destroy an enemy character, vehicle, or monster, they automatically just get 2 XP at the end of the game. So they get to keep a tally, and it's per vehicle, monster, or character killed. So for pretty much each model in this game, that should be 2 XP. So that could actually stack up. And it also, it's for each character in my army. So they can each independently gain XP from that. For the second one, I just did priority target. So that's just 2 XP per vehicle kill. So just any of your models. And then I also did Lord of the Warp. So whichever one of my psychers has cast the most psychic powers at the end of the game, he automatically gets 2 XP.
Oh, that's nice.
So he's going to be passively casting anyway, and whatever, so may as well. And I have 2 Psychers. I have 1 Marine with the Balefire Tome, and then 1 Master of Possession, so we'll see who gets off.
Sounds good.
Yeah, what about yours?
One of mine is Kingslayer.
I'm only allowed to put one.
That's probably going to happen.
Yeah, so you have to kill your Warlord.
Yeah, he's pretty flimsy, so that'll probably go off.
The other one is Reaper, so you have to kill more units than you.
That's definitely going to happen.
And the other one is Slayer of Beasts, so I just have to, I get like I think 2 points for every vehicle or monster. So and obviously it's going to be just monster. Sorry, vehicles.
Great. Okay. All right, I think I've got all mine set up. So I'll be attacking. You'll be defending. We should probably set up the objective markers, and then we could do deployments and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So let me go back to the mission here. All right, so we set up the center of the battlefield. So
You
And then
should
from the
have
center
done
of the
that right off the
battlefield,
bat. That's supposed
the
to be
players
like
alternate place
once
the 4
you're
picker
done.
markers, one at a time,
This
starting
was
with the
a
attacker and
basic
objective.
match.
So you're the attacker. So
Mhm.
anywhere in the battlefield that is more than 6 inches away from the battlefield
Basic
edge,
Pokemon.
and more than 12 from any other marker. So go ahead.
Okay. Alright, so more than 6 inches away from the edge, so counting the edge as being way back of my deployment zone. Let's see. I mean, I might have to slip this into the terrain a little bit. I might put mine in my spawn ruins, but I'm kind of near the edge, so that would be right about here. Move the stick back a little bit. 6 inches should go right out to it's back. Okay, I've got my first one set up.
Okay, so pass me one.
Okay.
Alright, so 6 inches from the edge and 12 from any other.
Every time you roll, 3 damage to the
I got a hundred in child.
jump my hands in my deck. Drop my
Well, considering my knights can't really hide from anybody.
And that's just the Titanic ones, right?
Yeah,
So the Helverins or the so they can hide behind cover.
They can.
Okay.
But I'm going to want to be controlling that stuff in the middle.
Oh yeah, and that shrinks over time, so we're gonna be like really in there.
And they said that the 12 inches there's no invulnerable saves.
Mhm.
But it sounds like you really want to be within 12 inches. So what I'm going to want to do is if the center is somewhere around there, and it goes all the way out here, damn.
Yeah, that's gonna be big. So send a bunch of units that don't have invuln saves.
Even if I don't.
Give myself a nice berth, because if the center is somewhere around there, you can still be out of the center or in the center and still cover
Yeah,
it.
that's a good idea.
Can you mark the center real quick? Just
Yeah,
nice to
let me
have it.
just put a big die on there so we can kind of mark it.
Yeah.
All right. So this black die, I believe it should be. If you want to double check, should be right here for that D6s. Want to give that a look?
Because just to the
Yeah.
measurements. Well, that from there that's easy. So we need to measure the distance from here to here.
Yeah.
From that edge to here, I'm getting, we'll say 39. So
39. So like 19 inches. So it should be a little closer to that edge. So this should be right at about 19.
So my intention is to make sure some of this marker is on there, and some of it is off. So that's possible for parts of this to be. There we go. So half of it is, you can be on it or away from it. Okay, we're good.
All right. Okay. Next one. This one will be a little trickier. I might have screwed myself over a little bit. Since I put mine in the center, that doesn't leave me a whole lot of room elsewhere.
Because 12 inches, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. How far do I have 12 inches away from this marker? Is it 12 inches from the center, or just from the opposite edge?
Has to be 12 inches from any other, 1 and 6 from the edge.
Okay. So I think what I might have to do. Yeah, that doesn't leave me a whole lot of options. So I might have to put it pretty. I guess it could be near the center. Oh, but it can't be. Yeah, I'll probably have to put it pretty out in the open. It's gonna suck for my guys. Let me mark 6 inches first, and then I'll kind of go from there. So that'll be 6 inches from the battlefield edge, and this will be 12 inches from my current marker. So yeah, it'll probably have to be right around here. Yeah, that's going to be a huge bummer, but it'll work. Yeah, alright. I'll have to kind of duke it out in the middle. Less. You know, I'm gonna put it on the other side. Yeah. Okay. And then 6 inches from the edge. It's about here. So I'll go ahead and slide it under the center. Fix it. Yeah, it's gonna have to go a bit further back.
Ew.
Alright, it's a little cheesy, but it'll have to do.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, this is where it had to end up, so it's like slightly on this thing's doorstep and a bit.
I'm okay with that.
Yep. I can try to be cheeky and hide some guys inside the ruin, but they're gonna get shot away.
And then finally, we're gonna have. Okay, we're gonna have some guys in and some guys out.
Start 2 threads. Start 2 threads? Yep. Go like that. No.
Seems the edge for sure.
You start it. Open.
And because this line is there, and again, intention is that some parts of this are going to be inside, some parts of it are going to be outside. Yeah, like you can get,
You can
toe.
deploy, you could deploy on it with your pinky.
yeah, alright, perfect. Alright, and then
Cool. Alright, so we got the objective markers. Move on and get some deploying in there.
exactly, because this was the missionary of the church, and then exactly, so we did that. Declare reserve transports, and there's none of those to deploy army. Starting with defender, we'll start deploying. Very good.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and start us off.
Okay, so I'll begin with
That the person who stage dive went to a specific spot where only his girlfriend was at. So nobody else was even around.
my melee guy.
So it just landed on his girlfriend. And so she like lost her breath.
Start on.
Her chest hurt. So
Okay.
she went to the hospital.
I'm gonna-
She was fine. I don't know if they did x-rays or not, but like she said that.
Alright, I'll start with
For the
my.
stream, this is a work.
So now she's wearing
Okay, that's the guy with one melee weapon.
Yes.
Okay.
He's got a chain. Chains.
Got it. Okay. I'm gonna start with my trader guard. I'm gonna. These guys probably won't show up on camera. They're all cowards. They're gonna hide on the objective inside the ruins. Okay. Alright, there's one unit down.
Okay.
I said that for us, that if you have to do a bunch of stuff, you do have a lot of stuff. It does take a lot to do like chess, all of that. All of that experience has to
1 second.
for the
Assaulted court. Alright, so
that's actually how
I'm just putting this in parentheses.
how I figured out that I had a flash in school for the second time.
Alright, so my next turn for model deployment will be.
I asked 3 times. I went to the thing to get some water, and I was like outside.
This guy, which is a shooty one.
And I went to get my
I'm going to take my super gross.
For the stream, that's a Hellbrand.
Take the accursed cultists. I'm going to. These are all the guys.
Yeah, I was right.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them back here.
I'm really hoping.
See, that's why you should go.
I'm really hoping she does that. I would be very fun, especially knowing. And if she does, hopefully it's lower to the point where they only have to do a last one. Because if they do if it's a certain percentage, I think it's not
This guy's
20%
in.
or lower.
Okay.
Just do options every.
Next, I'll take this guy, which is my other one. And put him right here. Now, this guy, just to be very clear, is the one that has the Bastard's Helm relic, and he's a 3-star, so he's the one that receives the buff. So he's his bitch, okay?
Okay.
So this one receives the Bastard's Helm buff, which is here written in red, which is the bearer and the bondsman get +1 to their wound rolls, and the recipient of the bondsman ability, which is this one, his bitch, is -1 to damage received.
Okay. To a minimum of 1, I assume.
Of course, of course. Anybody who receives a bondsman buff, that's why the other thing I was telling you earlier is so big. Anybody who receives a bondsman buff is -1 to damage received.
Got it. Okay.
Right. I'm going to go get a soda while you put in your next model.
Okay.
I'll be quick.
Well, at least you'll have a more useful one, because that one has a 1 element energy attack or 2, right?
Yeah. Okay, so. I'm going to use the.
All right.
Okay. So I deployed my Master of Possession. He's just hard to see, so just to point it out. He is inside of the ruins over here, and he's underneath this top right.
Is he the
square.
psyker?
Yeah, so he's my Psyker character. So he's going to be right on this corner inside.
Perfect.
I do. No, I don't.
So next will be
The other one was.
the Crusader, which is the exclusively shooty guy. Actually, no, take it back, sorry. The Paladin buffs the exclusively shooty guy. The exclusively shooty guy should be protected. Put him here. I'm just making a measure. You can be within 12 inches of each other. Okay, that'll work. Here you go.
All right. I am going to. Let's see here.
Discard 2 of your energies.
All right, I'm going to deploy my squad of Legionnaires, and they are also going to be hidden away here in cover. They're hugging the Master's Possession, so they are just they are obscured back here inside the ruins.
Did you pick up one of your 6 cards, Evan?
All right, let's one another unit down.
Sounds good. Intention is for him to be touching both the objective marker and for him to be 12 inches from him, which he is.
Okay.
I'm done with deployment.
All right. I'm gonna take my let's see. Take my contemptor, and I will hide him back here. Take my Leviathan, and I'm gonna put in. Oh no! Well, hopefully this isn't like a bad omen. His knight trophy just fell off. Look at that over there. This guy's a little chubby. He's kind of trickier to hide. Keep him right there. My warlord, I'm going to put over here on this side. Behind cover. Warpsmith will also go here in the back. And my Forge Fiend, I will also hide behind cover here in the back corner. Should be obscured. And then my last deployment is going to be my 2 Obliterators in 1 unit, and they are deep striking, so I'm going to keep them in reserves.
You got it.
That should be everybody. So yeah, good to go.
All right. Roll first.
All right, want to roll?
Mm-hmm.
6. I'm sorry.
Got a 5.
All right.
You're in for sure.
Okay. All right.
You're going to deploy that?
Oh shoot! I forgot about my. I forgot to deploy my obliterator. That's not good. Or not my obliterator. My defiler. I would have forgotten about it. Shoot, he's definitely on the chubbier side, so I'm gonna have to hide him for a while. All right, I'm gonna hide him back here in these roads. Thank you for the reminder. I would have been down a defiler. Cool. All right. Yeah, that's really the only place he can fit. So that is what it is. All right. I guess if I'm going first. Oh yeah. You know what? CP. I forget how CP works for Crusade. Remember how many we start with for 75?
We were using the same as for the command points.
Okay.
So we did 3 last time, I think.
So I think we go up to 5 for 75, or does it go up to 6?
Well,
Yeah, I kind of forget.
let's see what Battlescratch says. Is it for these kind of rules? I really don't know. So let's see what we would say here. Six CP.
Okay. And then is it Nephilim rules where we get 1 CP per each command phase, or is it just 1 per hour command phase?
1 per hour.
Okay.
1 per hour. That's what what's his name told me last time.
Matt.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. So yeah, just 1 per hour.
Now, in my case, I get 2 because of my
That's right.
my honorable thing.
Correct. Okay. All right. Well, command phase wise, I get to do a couple of things with my HQ units.
Sure.
So with my Lord Discordant, I do get to pick a friendly vehicle within 9 inches. It's definitely too far away to do it on any enemies, and they're going to get +1 to hit in melee. I don't think that's really going to do a whole lot on turn
This turn,
1,
no.
but I mean, whatever. I'll pick the Defiler because it's not meleeing anybody over here, so I guess it's not going to happen. But yeah, he has +1 to melee. And then on top of that, my Warpsmith gets to enrage machine spirits, so he's going to do it on my Contemporary Dreadnought, so he gets +1 to hit and range attacks this turn.
Okay.
I think that should do it for command phase shenanigans. I don't think anyone else has anything yet that I can do. I am also going into the movement phase. How do I want to handle these guys? I'll just go left to right for now. So my Warlord, let me just double check. He did not get the movement speed buff, but Yeah, so he has a 12-inch move. I don't think he's going to be able to make it close enough to get off the charge on turn 1, so I'm going to have to be careful with that. He's way too far. So I'm actually going to just move him to basically cover. And we're going to just hop. So we're going to keep him hidden. He can go max 12 inches, and that's just enough space to get him behind cover between these ruins. Get that stupid tail out of sight, kind of cant it a little bit that way. And I'll just hide him. Forge Fiend. This guy is definitely a bit slower. So he can only move 8 inches, but he's going to want to take some shots. I'll move him next. I don't want to. He's fat. I don't want to block him away. I'll get my defiler out of the way first. So 8 inches from his hull. He's going to put him right here. We're going to want him to get some shots off for sure. Okay. Forge Fiend has the same movement. He's going to have to kind of shoot from behind, I guess. Not super convenient, but it'll have to do. Come on. No. I'm going to take my Legionnaires, and I'm going to stop looking. No. Move them up. I'll move my Master of Possession up 6 inches. Oh, it's white and stars. He's underneath the corner here. So he's going to make it. I'll make it here. Legionnaires are going to move in right behind him. There.
I saw you chewing, and then I saw the Kit Kat, and I was like, wait, it's not broken up. Yes, I could use it. It is the penny energy, but also
You know what?
standard.
Before I commit to that, so they were right here underneath the corner.
Yep.
It's all right with you. Kind of measuring it from here. I'd rather just move them vertically. So I think I'd rather just keep her up on the roof.
Sure.
I was just right above. Same exact, no horizontal movement, but just keeping them right above.
Static shot to you.
That's fine.
I'm gonna, they're gonna get shot at, but they can take pot shots off the roof.
They will try.
They will try. Maybe that las cannon guy will come and do something, but they're gonna get shot either way. Alright, my accursed cultists are gonna move. Actually, I can't reach over. I'm gonna get my dreadnought out of here.
No, I don't have any issues anymore.
He's got his little 8-inch move.
The whole meme shaking and crying, the crying emoji that I have, I made it shaking.
Yeah.
I wish people knew my emojis were on, like,
I literally
Around here.
I can now.
yeah, you're a moderator.
Get the Warpsmith behind him. 6 inches. And then move my accursed cultists straight up. They've only got 6-inch move. Down this corner. And I think they're going to be the only models that I am going to.
You answered for me.
I answered for me.
Stop. How dare you? I'll put it right back on top.
Cheer.
I didn't even draw.
And then that should probably
Disability.
be it after I advance these guys. Let me just get a roll off of that.
Who's advancing?
So these accursed cultists here are going to try to advance. We'll see how lucky they get.
But don't you have to roll the advance roll before you move them?
I actually don't know. Is that okay?
Yeah, because the move. So what you do is that's fine because you did your regular movement and then you did the advance.
Okay, yeah, I did
Yeah.
know that.
So you don't want to usually do that because every time you move a model, there's error involved. And if you do 2 movements, there's 2 opportunities for error to be.
Oh, so you want to kind of premeditate it a little bit.
Of course.
First.
Okay. Exactly, because then there's only 1 movement, so then there's 1 opportunity for error. Because let's say you accidentally add like, I don't know, 0.2 of an inch with every time you move them. So then you could have added like up to half an inch more.
Oh,
movement.
okay. So you'd want to do it all together as one to cut down on the human error.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it all right with you if I still advance
Do
them?
it for now. Yeah, but,
Okay,
but
all right,
that,
next time I'll.
but that's the reasoning
Okay.
why.
That's good to know. I never
Yeah.
knew that. Okay. So roll.
We're now.
And it also makes your intention clear from the beginning.
Okay.
Because then otherwise you could say,
No.
move. Oh, you know what? Actually, I changed my mind. I want to advance them. It's like, wait. But if you declare your intention from the beginning,
Yeah.
you know, it's a more honest.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Well, they're not going to make it too far, but
Your stadium?
yeah, I don't think they can actually make it all the way in.
Very good.
But they'll try. All right. They're still sticking out.
The coin.
All right, and that
Damn, it's like I don't have
probably
my
will
energy
be
right
it
now.
for my movement. I don't get to do any repairs or anything. No one's gotten shot off yet. So moving on to the psychic phase, I am going to start with my. I'm going to start with the psychic phase. I have my Balefire Tome Acolyte up here on the ruins. He's going to attempt to manifest Prescience over on my Defiler here on the left side. So Prescience is a warp charge of 7, so we'll see if my Marine can get that off.
Sure.
Get this die out of the way. Alright, so warp charge is 7. And he rolls an 11. So we do have Prescience off. I'll leave the card over here. So my Defiler is going to be +1 to hit for the rest of the turn.
Okay.
So the cards are out over here for me to look at anything. He is only a cast 1, so that is unfortunately all that the Balefire Acolyte is going to be able to do psychic phase. So looking at the Master of Possession, let's see here. He might be a little bit too far. I don't think he's 18 inches away from anything. It's probably, yeah, he's out of range, so I don't think he can really get any fun warp mark stuff off. Yeah, so he is going to attempt to manifest Skeins of Fate. I do have my Contemptor Dreadnought over here. He is Zinch marked, and I think he's far enough away from the center to not be in the invuln area.
Okay.
So if this goes off, this will give my Contemptor a 4-up invuln save. And that's going off on a warp charge of 7. Ooh, it does not go off. Okay, so that fails. And then I don't think I have any other viable powers because I'm too far away for right now. So I think that'll be the end of my psychic phase.
Okay.
Alright, so moving on to the shooting phase. Alright, so this will be a little bit tricky. I know I'm really going to have to make this count. We've got a lot of bodies out here that shoot a lot. So, and then a quick question that I had, kind of a newbie question. So my Forge Fiend is behind my Defiler over here. Does the Defiler like totally obstruct his ability to shoot?
Most of the
past
time
him?
we play that friendly units don't obstruct.
Okay.
Because most of the time we like to say that friendly units exist.
I was going to say, mine can do that. Little cheeky move there, but I just wanted to make sure. Okay, if that is the case, I'm probably going to go left to right. It's tough for me to prioritize who to shoot here.
Yeah, and obviously you have to list all your targets at once.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess oh man, this is going to be a tough choice. I probably want to get something I can actually kill in turn 1 off the board. So I think I might just go left to right, starting with these guys. I don't think I can kill any of your big knights in one
How many
turn.
weapons does he have?
So he has a battle cannon, a twin las cannon, and then he has a combi melta.
He has 3 weapons.
Yeah, so he has
And they're all in range.
They're all. Let's see. I just want to check. He should be 24 inches because that'll be the bolter of the combi bolter. So from his hull, which is his little foot, he is. It looks like that's within range. So all of his weapons are within range of those three, or those two on the left.
So
I just
there's three
don't-
total guns.
Yeah, so he's probably gonna have to put all of his shots into one. I don't think you can kill your big guy. There's just too many wounds. Remind me which one has the -1 damage? Is it the...
None of them yet,
Okay.
because I haven't had a command phase yet to assign the bondsman ability.
Oh, right. Okay. And then, so this guy has the kind of autocannon weapons, and this guy has like the anti-tank weapons?
No, they both have the autocannon weapons,
Okay. So pretty
because
identical.
they're the same, yeah.
Okay, then I think I'll probably pick...
This one gives the bondsman ability,
Mm,
and this one is the guy's bitch that receives the bondsman ability.
okay. Man, I might want to just pick the one that receives it. They're otherwise going to be
He's the
identical.
pitcher, and he's the catcher.
Oh boy, yeah, they're within range of all the guys over here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna probably just go for this guy in the middle. So he's gonna be using all of his attacks on that middle guy.
All right, so hey, it's all right. I'm gonna rotate ion shields. Hey, come by.
That's my brother, by the way, Juan.
Hey, how's it going, brother?
Hey, nice to meet you guys.
Well, thanks, man. So I'll rotate ion shield to go to 5 command points.
Okay,
And I'll give him a 4+ invulnerable save.
that is probably pretty smart.
I'm gonna pull up a stool because I'm using this one for my
Yeah, I got
book.
you.
Yeah, and have a seat right here.
Is this a narrative game?
Yeah, it is.
Never actually seen a narrative game.
Yeah, I mean it's probably not gonna look that different. Than,
I think there's a stool over there. If you
yeah,
want to grab
that's
one.
extra chairs.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get the bad dice rolls out of the way first. So he's gonna attack with the bolter profile of the combi bolter. He's gonna just get warmed up. So he does have prescience, so he is going to be hitting on 2s.
Mhm.
So rolling to hit with his bolter on the sort of middle health ring you have there.
Yeah. By the way, guys, we do have a sort of announcer. I know we don't have much of an audience yet, but here we go.
Hi guys, it's Unuya. Key Sleepy Princess.
So if anybody comes in, the chat will fill in here. It's been a slow day so far, but yeah, if you tell people to join.
Of course, I mean, do you give me permission to take photos?
Yeah, whatever you want, please.
All right, so getting on with the shooting. So bolter, hopefully going into this guy. So hitting on 2s. It's on 5, and it's strength 4. So you probably
And you can actually take yourself underneath here.
Is that toughness 8?
No, the toughness are 7, not for these
Okay,
guys.
so
Yeah.
wounding on 5,
Mhm.
and it does not wound.
All right.
All right, now we're moving on to the fun stuff. So he's going to use his twin las cannon, and since it's turn 1, heavy does have exploding 6s, so it's going to be 2s.
All right.
Hitting on 2s, exploding 6s.
Oh, we got 2 hits.
2 hits.
Is the last cannon?
Yeah, so this is going to be
All right.
the twin las cannon. So
Wounding on
those
3s.
are strength 9.
We're going to
So wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
All
At
right, saving on 4s.
AP minus 3.
Twitch.tv says Mirodin. Actually, Mirrodin. So I owe you 2 4-up invulnerable. Just like that. All right, 2 4-ups.
They both save?
They both save.
Oh man, okay.
It's on the camera.
Gotcha. And then moving on, so he does have his Defiler chest cannon. That's the scary ab gun that he has. So that's heavy D6, so rolling for number of shots.
Mm-hmm. 2.
Shoot, he only got 2. Same time, so hitting on 2s, exploding 6s.
Yep.
Oh man. Yeah, and he doesn't have the rerolls, so that's only 1 hit. And the battle cannon is strength 8, so 3s, I think, right?
8 versus 7 is 3.
Yeah, okay. So we're doing 3. Oh my god, you're killing me today, man.
You're killing yourself, brother.
Yeah, okay. So clearly I'm using the wrong
I'm
dice.
just standing here.
Yeah, that's clearly the wrong dice. So I'll have to switch that up. So I think that's all the shooting that the Defiler has.
He's trying to shoot at me, but the bullets are just flying off my guy.
Yeah. He didn't stretch first, so he's kind of missing with everything. Alright.
You do some calisthenics, bro.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard for him to stretch because he's a crab. But yeah, so moving on to the Forge Fiend, he's going to put. He has 3 ectoplasm cannons for each heavy D3.
The Forge Fiend is that guy?
Yeah, this is the guy in the back.
Alright.
So he's going to be firing at the same one. So
Yeah.
he is at each of
Yeah,
the
because you gotta see if they have a trajectory. So we got this to draw a line to see if they can actually
Yeah, so you gotta kill his army. This is more of a better one right here.
So you can draw the path. You can see it on the map to see if there's a straight line to the shot, and there is. So kind of good.
Nice.
Okay.
You're saying you're going after the same guy?
Yep. So this is going to be the same guy.
got it.
So each of the weapons is a heavy D3. So I actually get to use the awesome D3s. So we're going to see the number of
You mean like
It
these?
depends on the small
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, all the tiny ones.
Yeah.
So, oh, it's pretty
Tiny
good.
ones,
So,
Eight.
almost got perfect. That's going to be 8. However, he doesn't have prescience, so he's going to be hitting on 3s instead of on 2s, but whatever. But still exploding 6s, so that's 8 shots on 3s, exploding 6s.
All right, let's see what you get.
I see 3 1s. And do you see any 2s in there?
No.
So it looks like that is 5 hits. I think these don't really punch quite. Oh, and it's exploding. Oh yeah, number
No
6.
sixes, yeah.
Okay, these don't hit quite as hard. So these are only going to be strength 7, so on force.
Yep.
Oh yeah, 3 of these are hits. So 5 of these only on force.
2?
Only 2, and these are going to be AP
Yeah.
minus 3.
AP minus 3, so 4 up in bowl.
Yep.
Coño.
And they are 3 damage each.
Well, you know what? It's okay because
Down to 2, right?
now hold up. Remember, I got a 6 up field nothing.
Oh yeah. All right. So that's going to be.
6.
Yeah.
Six
So
up field nothing.
6 up each man. Okay, cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's assuming I don't want to reroll one of the saves.
Oh yeah, that's true. You do have that ability.
And I will actually, because it's 3 damage per, right?
Yeah.
So I'll go to 4. So this is how I keep track of my stuff.
Yeah, I gotta get me one of those.
Yeah, they're amazing. Or you can go to these. For the stream who's watching, we're talking about these guys. They're called boogie boards,
Oh,
right?
nice.
So they're you keep track of your score and your things instead of using dice because this rolls. Or you have a little one.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, it's like a baby version. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Love that.
If anyone wants to see my setup, I have a notebook, super high tech.
Classic.
I love it.
Yeah. So we're gonna re-roll this one. We need a 4 up.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Shoot. Okay.
Now I'm getting this guy's luck. Okay, so that sucks. So now we need 6 ups. 4, 5, 6. Low on these?
That's so cute.
We got 1.
Okay.
We got 1.
All right. But
Right,
is
so-
he not all? He's minus 1 damage.
'Cause
Oh, not yet. 'cause
not-
phase
no
one.
command phase yet.
Okay, so is that?
If I had the first turn,
Right. Okay. So
We-
that's 5 wounds.
that's 5. So yeah, so he's at 8.
Okay. I mean that's still
I
pretty good.
really
All right.
wish I could turn this
And that's
around
Helver
so
in
you
3.
guys can see
Yeah.
what's going on.
So 8.
All right. Now moving this way, my cultists are not in sight. My warlord is not
It's like
in
Vegas,
sight.
man, right?
What's up?
It's like Vegas, right, with the dice. You know, it's like,
Pretty much, it is.
All right. So he's
Selling
out
your
of
soul a little bit, you know.
Psyker's not visible. I think that my bolt guns up here are too far, but my legionnaire on the roof can still
Oh, you
shoot with
can
his
from
las cannon, although I think he can't see him because these statues are in the way. So he's going to have to pick a different target. So this guy over here, he's going to have to settle for shooting this helper in over here.
the Warglaive, because he's got
Or
the
the
melee
Warglaive, that's right. So he's got a 48-inch range, so it's pretty much the table. But he's going to be the only one taking the shot. So this is going to be just a heavy one. Hitting
And
on-
this with which weapons?
so this is going to be a las cannon, and it's this legionnaire up here on the corner, and he's going to be.
And he moves, so it's going to hit you.
Yeah, it's minus 1. Yeah, and then he doesn't get. Oh, you know what? I made a big mistake earlier. I am Black Legion, so if I'm firing at the closest eligible target, it's +1 to hit on everything. I totally forgot about that earlier. However, I think this guy would count as the closest eligible target because he can't see Helverin 3. And this Helverin is closer than the guy behind him. And he looks, because he's on this side of the map, he's very slightly closer to that target than he would be with this big knight
That's
here.
fine. So you want to hit him with 3?
Yeah, so it's going to be still exploding 6s because it's heavies. So just heavy 1 hitting on 3s is still 6s. And it goes through, but no exploding. And it's a las cannon, so
Wounding on
strength 9, wounding on 3. And it wounds.
5 up in vault. 6 saved.
Okay, all right, that's it for him. And then moving on to the Contemptor Dreadnought. So he is +1 to hit. And that is again going to be the closest eligible target. So he has a twin las cannon, and he's going to be hitting on 2s because of the mastered mechanisms and the Black Legion trait, even though he moved. Hitting on 2s, exploding 6s on this guy. Yep. 2 hits with 1 exploding, so that's 3 hits. At strength 9, so wounding on 3s. They all wound. And that's 5 up in balance.
You got 35 up. You got it. 1 saved to go through.
Okay, and that's
D6 each.
D6 each, so rolling over here. 8 wounds.
All right. 8 feel up pains. He thinks he's cute.
Staring at you. Trying to tempt you.
It's the hair, bro. It's the hair.
He's there.
It's got that luscious hair.
Trying to tempt you.
Panting baby. This shit.
I
Hey,
see some.
we got some.
How many am I looking at?
3.
That's not
Cool.
That's not bad. That's not
pretty
bad.
good. So I think only 5.
Only
go
5, which is the same as the other guy.
through. Yeah. All right. So
8 is not bad.
yeah. Oh, they're rolling pretty well. All right. So 5 go through.
She's an 8.
Cool. All right. And then he's going to do the same thing. He's going to be taking 2 shots with his Cyclone missile launcher. And of
Remember, you
course-
gotta declare all your shots and targets at the same time. That's fine, but
Yeah. He's.
you gotta declare everything at the same time.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess after that,
I'm
then
actually invested in.
that would be the last of his weapons.
I'm telling you.
It seems like
Got
something I
everything
want to
anyway.
learn.
This is actually
So yeah,
interesting.
it's going to be just heavy 2, exploding 6.
Go for it.
Characters are expensive.
Yep, same target.
You got it. Go for it.
So exploding 6s, so that's 2 hits. But this one is a little bit weaker. It's strength 8, so that'll be 3s. I guess it's
Still
the same,
3s,
actually.
it's the
Yeah,
same,
so 3s.
You got it.
Wow,
Oh, snake eyes.
snake eyes. All right, well that sucks. So that sequence is over. And
Oh,
then
you picked up a
I,
viewer.
Hi. Nice.
all right, I think he's probably too
think
far
it's
away
everybody now?
for the Volkite weapons. Oh, okay. Now for the Leviathan Dreadnought. So he. All right, Leviathan Dreadnought is going to be shooting into the same target. So he's going to use the all of his shots from the twin Volkite caliber, and he's going to fire one of his Hellforged Hunter missiles, all into the same target. So starting with the Volkites, that's going to be 4 shots. Hitting on 3s, exploding 6s, all on the same target. Hitting on 3s, 6s.
Ooh.
That's not good.
And if ever any point you want to get in a one-on-one conversation with somebody who's talking on there, I
Yeah.
got the headphones on there, and I can switch the microphone on the audio to go to the headphones.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Right now, I've got it set up so that they can hear us like right now instead of a narrator. And I've got it so we can have a 2 announcer set up, so that they would just hear the 2 people and not us.
Shoot, okay. Let's
So
go.
Kind of how they do
Only,
with chess. Nice.
So only 2 of those hit. They're going to be strength 5, but unmodified wound rolls of 6.
It is kind of like chess,
Also
yeah.
deal 1
I thought it was the best thing in the
1
world.
mortal. So it's only strength 6.
It's literally like colorful chess.
Right.
Yeah,
It's really
it's
cool.
cool.
What did that guy get?
3 and 3.
It's better to see.
Alright, so nothing goes through. And then for the Hunter missile, or Hunter killer missile, it's just going to be a heavy 1 hitting on 3s, exploding 6s. Okay. So 3.
It is.
And then the missile is strength 10, so that's still just going to be 3s.
Sweet.
And it rolls a 6. That is going to be AP minus 2. So 1 with contact.
And it's on that guy?
Yeah, it's all the same target.
So, if you minus what? Sorry, one more time?
It's AP minus 2.
So 5 up.
Yeah.
How much damage?
It is D6.
Go ahead, roll it.
6 wounds.
No worries.
6 feel no pains. Wow. Those are some high rolls. How many 6s?
Sadly, only 1 6.
Sure. Okay.
So he's at 3. What did you hit him with? Was that the Leviathan?
Yeah, so this was the Leviathan right here.
What's the range of those guns?
So the twin Volkites are 30 inches.
Wait, Leviathan is twin Volkites?
Yeah, well, instead of the twin heavy flamers. It's the chest mounted targets.
They did that much damage.
Yeah. Oh no, that was the hunter missile. Remember all the twin Volkite miss, or they
that's right.
hit but they didn't win. That
The
was,
hunter missiles did that much
yeah.
damage?
So he has three. Well, he has 3 hunter missiles, and he's only allowed to shoot 1 per
So
turn.
you just shot 3 and they did that much damage?
Well, it's D6 damage. It was 1 hit.
Oh, that was one hit. Yeah.
So it was only 1 missile.
It was just a really good
It was
damage
just
roll.
a good damage roll.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, and then I think everyone else is too far away for shooting. And then, of course, we're not nearly close enough to charge or any of that fun stuff. No morale for me. So I think that's going to be it.
So now you're going to die.
Yeah. Keeping it PG, they're just going to regular all.
Oh, no, this is an adults only stream. This is
all right. Well,
this is NC-17 right here.
You gotta be 18 or older.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, you bring the shirt down a little bit. We're going to make this,
Shoot, I wish. Maybe that one. I can probably make it work.
Yeah, here you go.
It's not. I'm not.
It's all yours.
I'm saying right now, I'm not.
It's a good thing you're on this side. You're gonna distract them. It's gonna be gloss and chalk.
I'm not going to play strip 40K where I take something off each time a unit dies because I wouldn't.
I
Be
know.
wearing, I'm not going to be wearing
I
anything
could
by
do
the
that
end
right
of your
now.
shooting phase. Okay. All right. Well,
We'll do that when we start teaching you the game. How about that?
Oh my god,
well,
let's do
I'm going to
that.
start packing up my stuff because they're all going to die this turn. So that's it for mine.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll
All right.
see. All right, let's get
One
started. So first of all, I get 2 CP back. Yo, honor points, I go to 1 because honor points always default at 1 when you start the turn.
Okay.
So I was at 4 CPs, so I go to 6 back. Automatically, all my guys gain back 1 wound. So this guy goes to 4 from 3. This guy goes to 9. Everybody else stays where they are. So then command phase, bondsman abilities apply. So remember I said this guy's bitch? So this guy now gets the bondsman ability from him. Now he's eligible to receive bondsman abilities from other guys, but I chose for him to get the one from the Bastard Helm. That actually is the name. The Bastard Helm, yeah. Like, no joke, I'm not even making that up. It's like,
Explain it.
so there's this thing called the Bastard's Helm. See the Bastard's Helm? So each time the bearer makes an attack, add 1 to that attack's wound roll. So that basically buffs up the attacks. So then we're going to have that come up to here. This guy's not going to use any of his bondsman abilities this turn. The Paladin is going to use his bondsman ability. This is the thing I was telling you earlier. Because he's got the let me see it. I think it's called the Noble Exemplar. It's all these stupid names. Exalted Court. He's a member of the Exalted Court. He can give 2 bondsman abilities. So he's going to give 1 to this guy in front of him. That was strategic. Obviously, I put it in front of him. Second, he's going to give 1 to this guy.
Oh no.
And the reason he can give it to him is because the specific ability that I gave him is called like Princeps whatever. And that's the one that I was trying to tell you that I didn't put it in this printout because I switched it over for this game.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
And that's the one that allows him to choose one of his bondsmen to go to a big guy.
Okay.
So now this guy gets the Paladin buff. The Paladin buff is the following. In your command phase, select 1 friendly armature class, but as you know now I chose one Custoris. Until the start of your next command phase, each time that model makes an attack, reroll a hit roll of 1 and reroll wound rolls of 1. And remember, he has that relic that buffs every extra 6. It's like either an exploding 6 or something special.
Okay.
So there's going to be a lot of a lot of really nice things happening. So that's right. It was the
So those are more like.
Blessed by the Sacrosanct. Each time this guy makes a ranged attack, an unmodified wound roll of 6, that inflicts 1 mortal wound in addition to normal damage. Up until 6 additional mortal wounds. Yeah. So, additional, I'm going to use a stratagem. 1 CP. So he goes to 5 CPs. So he's going to play for the rest of the turn like he's in his top table.
Okay.
So gets full movement and all that other stuff.
Oh, so he's not bracketed with that?
No.
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
Good.
1 CP for little guys, 2 CPs to use for the big guys.
Yeah, was he in the middle or bottom bracket? I feel like I only did a handful of units, right?
You took him to 5, bro.
Oh, he's down to 5. Oh, shoot.
No,
Oh,
you took him to 3. You took him to 3.
Oh, I totally forgot it was the that rocket at the end. What good it's gonna be.
He took him to his bottom table.
God, I just wanted to kill 1 model this game. All right.
you almost took down one model this turn. So you did a lot of stuff that turn, so that was really good. I also have a couple of additional things. I got a couple. Remember the reroll one hit and reroll one wound. So there's a lot of stuff that's about to happen.
Yeah.
So
Also, I mean, I'll even use my dice. That's all right. But do you mind if I put like a wound counter on the guys that are hurt, just so I kind of know like who's injured or how much?
oh, I don't mind. Yeah. So
Yeah.
like we'll put how many they've got left. This guy's
Yeah,
got
I
four.
usually count down, but okay. So he's down to 4, and I think the other guy took a couple too. But I can't forget.
This guy's got 9 left. We can use this one.
Okay. How many do they start with again? Is it 14 or?
So these guys have 12, but everybody of mine starts with an extra 1 because of house
Right,
triumphs,
yeah.
whatever. And then these guys start with an extra 2, likewise because house triumphs.
Yeah, and I
But
think,
so 26.
and you cleared the one where the guy had like a -2 wound or something. You got rid of that.
I got rid of that, yeah. The
Perfect,
requisition
okay.
points.
Make
Exactly.
sure. All right.
Exactly.
Oh
Perfect.
yeah. Oh, damn, they're gonna regen wounds too.
Oh, yeah. I already took it to count.
Okay.
took that
Good.
to
All
count.
right, yeah.
Now, the other thing too is the secondary quote unquote point for the mission. Don't forget, I get some of those right now because there were 2 ways to get points for the mission: primary and the secondary. So remember, the first primary is for the objectives. The second one takes into account how close you are to the 18-inch circle. So I'm gonna read it out loud so we can all hear it.
Nice.
So check it out. I actually have it open for you. I took that into account. Boom. There you go. So that's the mission we're playing right now.
Gotcha.
So zeroing in progressive. That's what I'm looking at right now. So at the end of each player's command phase, and this doesn't care about which. So at the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is scores 15 victory points if they control the search area. A player controls search area if, and we're going to find it right now, they have more models in it than their opponent does. For the purposes of this, each vehicle or monster counts as 5 models and Titanic counts as 10. So let's find out if I control that area. It's at 18 inches in the first turn from the center. Guess what? 18 inches
That's a big
is a big area.
space. You
So
got it.
basically, is my army more than yours?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got what?
So when I have
20.
a Pokemon in my support,
Basically, my whole army is within.
You've got 35, right? So
Yeah.
10, 10, and then 15.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you've definitely got more than me. So I've got
so
5,
this
10,
one says find a
15,
friend, which is I just take a
20,
Pokemon out, I can
25, and then the rest is going to be 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So your army is 5 more than mine.
That's-
That's such a silly size, but that's just like the whole
It's an
map of
ability.
everyone's army.
So then,
Fire Falcon.
so that means I already scored 15 victory points.
Now, is that doable on turn 1?
Ability.
Yes, because it doesn't say here.
Hi
that
guys,
it's not
welcome to the
determined.
chat.
Heyo.
Hi. Hi. Hi guys. Welcome. For joining us in. You want to update us with what's happening there?
Yeah, so basically we're just going into the bottom of turn 1. There's a top and a bottom. He uses the top. I'm the bottom this time. All right.
He likes being the bottom.
Oh god, not you being the bottom.
Yes.
You say
That's
that, but
revenge.
he's a doctor, so.
Yeah, exactly. It happens.
Sorry, Dr. Bottom.
Those are proctologists. But anyway, so speaking of bottoms, not for long because now I'm on top because I just scored victory points. Because in this mission, there's 2 ways to score points: primary
Oh,
and
it's a good
secondary
comeback.
ones. There's a primary objective which is a take and hold objective, and then there's a secondary objective called zeroing in. And what we were just clarifying is whether or not these points can be scored in the first round.
Mhm.
And what it just said here is the first mission objective cannot be scored in the first battle round.
Right.
But the second mission objective does not list that restriction at all.
Gotcha.
So therefore, the second objective can be scored in the first battle round. This is the equivalent of secondary objectives in the competitive rules, because we're playing a narrative mission, which is not part of the competitive rules. So
Alright, you
then,
guys. You heard that?
so I just scored 15 points,
Sweet!
and that is a very long command phase.
Gotcha.
And now we come to a fight.
So we have a question from a chat. Are the models allowed to go on top of the buildings?
Yes, and yes. In fact, you will notice on the right side that there are actually some models already on the building, right over there.
Alrighty, let's go.
Well, for now they're there. They're not very threatening, so that's why I allow them to continue to remain there.
They're really questioning their life choices, getting to the top.
Now, we're going to do some movements. So this guy's probably going to die relatively soon. So, since that is the case, he's going to go down in glorious charge. He's got 12 inches of movement.
Man, they moved 12 inches.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Ouch.
That's what she said. This guy moves 10 inches. Now, remember the problem. If you're within 12 inches, you lose your invuln.
Yeah.
So, gotta be careful. But if you're within 18 inches, you score. Right? Next turn it goes into 15.
Yeah.
So the magic number is 15, that's less than 12. So I'm helping you by saying that, but it's also true for me.
Yeah.
So I want to measure 15 and stay within 15. But for this mission, I also want to stay within 12 of him. Because that way he still keeps the bonds. He loses the bonds when
My shoulder made a cameo.
he ends up at some point less more than 12 by the next turn.
Yeah, they get separation anxiety. If
They do get, he'll keep the buff for the rest of the turn, and he's gonna probably die as he charges and explodes around him, but that's okay. I really just need to get rid of those guys and control that marker, but I'm fine. Yeah. So then let's see what else I'm going to do here. This guy is bonded to him. Correct. Your Lord Discordant is -1 to hit or -1 to wound.
He's -1 to wound.
Which is funny because I believe these guys are +2 wound.
Yeah.
In fact, so that actually completely negates your.
Yeah, it kind of washes out. Now remember, any of the vehicle models that I have do have the ability to pop smoke and also be -to hit. And then any demon engine can further that with another -1. They're pretty cheap stratagems. But that's only affecting the hit.
Again, he thinks he's cute. Alright, so we want to be more than 15 inches away because we don't want to lose our invulns. So we're going to
Every single one of them. It's only on the dice that are 60s.
move over here. Probably move over here. Probably move over here. Again, we're just measuring greater than 15. Being the intention.
I think that guy might want to move back a little bit. It looks like he's still within.
As long as his footprint can still
Yeah.
see those guys, which you can.
I think he's got plenty of room.
Yeah. Again, this is one of the reasons why we declare our intentions. Right? So we're definitely in control of inside, so the next turn we'll still have that control for 15 inches.
Hi guys.
But, hey great. So then, very good. What else are we going to do? I think we're good. I think now we just start doing some shooting. What do you think?
I mean, if you want to, you could always just skip that part if you really want.
You know, just for being cute. Okay, just for that. You know, we're going to do some measurements here.
Either one of those?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We are within 12 inches of your Leviathan.
I should have marked him Slanesh. You could have enjoyed it.
All right, we got a foot-long distance there. So let's try to take that out. All of that guy's shots into your Leviathan.
And is that the closer guy that's shooting first?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So for the people on the stream, we have got a Warglaive, counts as Warglaive, going into a Leviathan Dreadnought.
Gotcha. And
So he's currently getting buffed by a Paladin. So that means that he is going to get reroll 1s to hit and reroll 1s to wound. All right, so let's do that.
Okay.
alright guys, let's see how this will work.
All right, so Warglaive is.
Actually, you know what? As you're doing that, I am going to spend the CP to pop smoke, so that
Okay.
it's going to make the Leviathan -1 to hit. Unfortunately, he's not a demon engine, so I can't also demon forge it, but whatever. I'll take it. Okay, and then he's -1 damage because he's a dreadnought.
Of course it is. All right, so +1 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna try to hit him with the melted gun. So it's a 4. Reroll ones. I got a 1. I'm gonna reroll it.
Smart.
I got a 6, which says this to your -1 to hit, and then
Yeah, and wait, what is he hitting on again?
he would be hitting on a 4. Normally it's a 3. Remember I gave the
Right.
bracket?
Okay, so,
yeah, I thought of that.
Big brain.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So strength is 8, toughness
7, so 3s.
3s. I got a 6 again.
Okay, nice.
So it's wound. So then it's D6 damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
get the save.
Oh, I forgot you have invulnerables.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
that's
and then
done.
what was the AP on that?
-4.
-4. I think that's gonna be fine up anyway, even with AOC. So saving on 5.
Please.
6.
Hey, that's a really good vulnerable save.
Good job, little guy. Okay.
All right, now we're gonna do the thermal spear.
Oh no.
Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s.
And does that 4 include the smoke?
The 4.
The -1 to hit included?
No, that it would be.
5s, right?
Wait a minute.
Because he's -1 to hit with the smoke.
No. Oh no, that is included because
Okay.
he's a 3 plus ballistic skill.
Oh, okay, good. So one of them does hit.
Yeah, so this
Okay.
hits.
All right.
And then he wounds on a 3.
Oh, look at that. All right. AP.
-4.
It's 5 up invul. And it's a 1.
That definitely goes through. Now, here's the worst part for you.
Oh no.
That has a 30-inch range. It's within half. So,
Okay.
read this. Each time an attack made with this weapon targets a unit within half range, that attack has a damage characteristic of D6 plus 2.
Oh, so it's like a meltdown. Or it is a meltdown. Okay.
Yeah, so D6 plus
Shoot.
2. 4 plus 2 is 6.
6 wounds. All right, so subtracting 1 with the
5
Leviathan, so it takes 5 wounds. That's pretty hefty. So he's going to go down to 9 wounds.
9 wounds.
Hefty.
So what are your guys like health HPs right now with everyone?
So everyone is different. So he had
I'm going to count down, so I'm going to bring him down.
he had 14, so
Yeah.
now he's at 9.
Okay, I'm going to put these over here for his health.
You're obviously
Keep it visible if I can.
Guys, if we get 20 views, I'll give you guys 20% off my OnlyFans.
Oh, you started it up after all.
No, I was just kidding.
Sarcasm.
Oh,
Wait, what?
He was like, damn it.
no, it's a valid way of making money. Yeah, plenty of
Nowadays, yeah.
Period. We love an open-minded king.
Nowadays, it is ridiculous.
So, unfortunately, my OnlyFans is still full price, regardless.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Well, you
Sorry,
know-
everybody.
You can't just give it away.
You
Yeah.
can't, no.
You got to respect yourself.
Yeah, no,
Guys, subscribe to
exactly.
his OnlyFans.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's still dirt cheap.
Love that for you.
All right,
Is it one of those like you get what you pay for type things, or
Yeah.
no? There you go.
And listen, they don't pay for a lot.
All right, so now the paladin is going to shoot, and so the paladin is going to throw everything except the Cognis Heavy Stubber
Okay.
into.
And let me see. Does he have line of sight on that list somewhere? Actually.
No. Oh, actually,
I think so.
the tiniest little bit. You're right. Actually,
Yeah,
for
I think
base,
he
yeah.
does. So I was going to say that's where I'd probably put the stubber because they suck.
But at the same time, I want to take out those guys.
Oh, that's true. Well,
The
Yeah.
stubber, I'll put into those guys.
yeah, it's going to be a bit tougher. They do get the extra save from being in light cover up
It's
there,
fine.
but they'll probably they're 2 wounds now. But
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
bet they have the last cannon up there.
that's true. Okay.
So everything else will go into the Leviathan.
Okay.
So let's try. So starting with the heavy stubber. Why not? We're gonna do the heavy stubber. We're trying to shoot the guys on the rooftop up there. Let's see if we can get them off the roof. So throw them off the roof. Hitting on 3s. We got
It's
3
getting
hits.
intense.
Was that heavy 4? 3 of them hit?
Heavy 4, 3 of them hit. Yeah.
Okay. No
Remember, no penalty. Penalties. Yeah,
Was that a just a night thing? Or?
it's a night thing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they're all super heavy walkers. And then strength is 4, toughness.
Toughness is also 4.
So winning on 4s, right?
Yep. Ouch.
Only one.
Only one? Okay, what's the AP?
They're smart. They got coffee in the fridge.
So
Smart.
with cover, that'll be on a 2, right? Is there
They have a 3 up save?
Yeah, so
Okay,
Legionnaires
there you
have a
go.
3 up,
2.
and then with the cover, it's 2.
Go for it. Just see what happens.
Oh,
you go.
1? Ah, man. Okay, what's the
That is
damage?
not worth a reroll.
What's the damage?
Just 1.
Okay, so they're still alive, but one guy takes a wound.
That's fine.
Okay, alright, I'm gonna put another.
I just shot somebody in the leg.
My leg! Alright, so this guy back here is. Alright.
Okay, so next, the real shots.
Get out of here before you're
2d6 into that guy's face.
In the Leviathan?
Leviathan.
Your worst.
8 shots.
Damn it.
I was joking.
You didn't actually mean it. 6, 8. These are hitting on 3s, no rerolls.
Still -1 because of the smoke screen.
Hitting on 4s.
Oh no.
All but 1 hit.
Shoot, okay, so that's 7 saves?
That's 7 hits.
Or I
Not
guess
for the wounds.
Oh, yeah,
Strength
right.
is 8, toughness is 8.
7.
What's that?
No, because the other guy has the 8 from the Chaos.
That's right, so winning on 3s.
Oh, let me double check. Leviathans might. I think they only have 7, but he might.
Yeah, that's going to make a huge
Oh, yeah,
difference.
Leviathans are 7. So, yeah, he's winning on
3s.
3s. Oh, no.
Only 2.
Oh, only 2? Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 do go through, so
Okay.
it's 5 wounds, AP -2.
AP -2. So, with Armor of Contempt, it goes down to -1. And.
No, but that's the number of wounds. You have to make the saves.
Oh, that's the
These are
number.
saves.
Oh, so how many saves am I making?
5.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I was
yes.
asking what the AP was.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's AP -2. Yes.
Yeah, and
What
then
are
with and then
So these are how many shots of the bullet. Like think of it as bullets, right? These are how many cannon shots boom, 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 went through, and each of these will eventually deal a certain number of damage. Now he has armor, and his armor could potentially stop these cannon shots. These missiles. Think of them as missiles. His armor could stop these missiles from going through. So he's going to roll 1 armor save for every missile that's going in. And he has a certain strength characteristic that he has to meet. So these things can pierce armor with what's called a -2 armor piercing. And what is your save?
it's going to be saving on 3s because of Armor of Contempt.
Okay, so he has to roll 3 or higher to stop these bullets, to stop these missiles. So go ahead.
So we need 5 saving on 3.
I quite like my deck.
2 go through and 3 are
So
saved.
he saved 3, but 2 of these missiles go through. Each of these missiles deals 3 damage.
Okay, so it's going to be -1.
But he has a special stupid ability that actually they only deal 2 damage, not 3.
Alright, so it's going to take him down to 5 wounds.
Yes.
So he's some specific bottom bracket.
But I'm not done.
Oh no. Sure would be great if you were.
I've got my Judgment Relic rocket pods.
That sucks. Alright.
So,
That sucks for you, yeah, that's true.
Oh, he's
so
going to explode on my guys, isn't he? Oh god.
I want him to just like
I do love it when stuff
blow up all over your other guys. Yeah. So,
It's so much production value.
so heading on on 3s or 4s, I
Yeah,
guess.
for it's a smoke screen.
This is cocked.
Yeah, you can just reroll it.
Hit on a 4.
Alright.
Strength 8, winning on a 3. Yes. Okay, so AP -2.
Alright, so 1 with AOC, so saving on 3. 1.
Ooh, 1.
This could be the end.
So D3 plus 3.
Okay.
This could be.
This could be the end.
This could literally be the end. 5 plus 3, 8.
So 8.
7.
Wait, it was D3 plus 3? How did
Yes.
that come out to the 7?
Well, I'm sorry. I read it as the actual D6.
Yeah. Okay,
So it's 3 plus 3 is 6.
minus
minus
oh,
1 is
even
5.
with the -1, that's going to kill him because he's only at 5.
It's 5.
Yeah.
Oh, that dealt exactly what was needed.
That's exactly
to kill
what was
him.
needed. Okay. And I don't think he's not a demon engine, so unfortunately, I don't have any of my fun stratagems to get rid of it.
So
or
we
negate
have
it.
to see if he explodes now.
No, we get to see if he explodes. I'm going to use his damage dice, and I think he might have a special explode trait because he's a big dreadnought.
Alright, Peter.
Okay. Oh no, it's a regular. So on a 6, he's going to go boom.
Let's see what happens, guys.
Will he be a 6? God damn.
It's the opposite.
Well, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, cultists. I know you all want to die.
Sorry, stream. You don't want to see
He
the.
just kind of fizzled out. So, all right. I think that's the first dead unit of the whole
Fell
game.
over.
He be tripping.
Yeah.
Just, he fell over.
He's,
Done.
he's fallen and he cannot get up.
No, and he's gone. So that's a crater. We'll just say a virtual crater.
Well, joke's on you. Dreadnoughts want to be dead.
Well,
All right.
yeah, that's right. Because I don't know if you know, they're actually like zombies in there. They're corpses of people who are kept alive artificially just to to save people.
Yeah.
So it's like fight for
He's in
them.
a better place.
He really is.
I mean, he's in hell. Really.
Yeah.
I repeat myself.
He was in living hell before.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we're going to do the following. We're going to do shots from these little guys going into that guy.
And by that guy is at the front, the filer.
Yes, the stupid defiler that's
Oh,
minus
hold on.
1 to wound.
Do you not have?
He's going to pop another smoke screen, I'm sure.
Very important. You cannot mess this up.
Can you see?
So,
These guys can see the defiler.
No, I mean, can you see the
Look at
my
him.
world? I don't.
Or your Lord Discordant.
Yeah.
This guy can see it.
Only the big guy, but not the
Crusader,
small
yeah.
guys. Okay, just checking.
Yeah, no, these guys are definitely going to go into the big
I'm gonna be popping a lot of smoke. So
Yeah.
Smoke.
up certain orifices.
you don't want to know where his smoke comes from. All right, so I'm gonna go down to CP. Oh wait, but I don't think you can use the same stratagem more than
Oh,
once.
that's right, not in the same phase.
Unless I think they specify
Unless
in Crusade rules. I don't know if it's this one, but I know in the past.
It has to be
something.
explicit.
But I think since I don't remember seeing it in the rules, I don't think I have that ability.
So if anybody in the
But-
chat knows, let us know.
I
Yeah,
think
let us know.
I don't want to
Y'all can
crowdsource it.
comment.
I'm just kidding. I think I can Demon Forge him and do -1 to wound instead because he's.
Isn't you already minus 1 to wound? You can't
No,
stack.
that's the roller,
You actually got the lock.
not the defiler.
Oh.
Yeah, you know
Okay,
what? It's
okay.
gonna.
Fun fact for people in the chat: you can't stack -1 or +1 modifiers to hit
Oh,
beyond
okay.
+1.
So
Luckily,
this is very direct.
all right. I found the stratagem. It's -1 damage from all attacks.
Oh, so you get a dreadnought.
If he becomes dreadnought for 1 CP, that's not that bad.
All right, if you want to do that.
I think he's gonna die anyway though, so I think that's kind of a waste. Listen, he's getting shot at. Oh, but he might, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're gonna shoot. I assume you're gonna shoot the warlord.
I've got a lock in here and everything.
So if it's just the little guys,
I don't know, guys. I don't know.
I don't know.
I did take Kingslayer as one of my agendas. For
I'm gonna
this
save
mission.
it, but I can't stack it on the warlord. 'Cause he's already
For those that don't know, Kingslayer is an agenda.
You know what?
Agendas are essentially the secondary objectives, and that means you want to kill their warlord.
I can't give this to my warlord anyway, and I already popped smoke. So I need to get lucky here. I'm gonna spend a CP to do Infernal Engine on my defiler. So he's just gonna get Dreadnought armor, and he's gonna be -1 damage on all attacks. Hope it saves him, because I just need to survive this turn.
Sounds good. By the way, that reminds me, my guys who are now bonded are
Yeah.
-1 damage.
Okay.
So there you go. All right, let's do it.
Cool. All right.
So
yeah.
starting
I guess they
with-
probably can't read this, so I'm just gonna pull this out.
Started with the bonds with the guy who's been bondaged, the bottom. He'll start shooting first. So we'll go with the sheet here. He has +1 to his wound roll.
So they just cancel. Oh no, actually, I guess they don't. I'm doing
They don't because he's not the warlord
Okay.
yet. So he's got the melted gun, which is too far away to shoot anything. So he's going to do 2d3 shots for his autocannon because they all run the same target. And we got how many number of shots? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
We got 9 shots
Quick
in.
math.
You said it was 2d3?
2d3 times 2.
Oh, times 2. Okay. I've never seen a times 2 for hits. That's interesting.
Well, it's 2d3 on this side, 2d3 on this side.
Oh, because he has 2 guns. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm trying to use both brain cells. It's not.
2, 4, 6, 8. Remember, it's not how many neurons you have, it's how many synapses they produce. All right, so hitting on 3s, right? He's got no smoke screen.
It's a good. I can't. Yeah. Just
All right.
on 3s.
I mean,
But Gnostics.
we need 3s.
It's
We got them all, right?
Channel
Except
dinners
Yeah. My line of sight's a little off there.
All right, so we got these, but look at how many 6s. Too bad this wasn't a field no pain roll.
Or exploding 6s, honestly.
Why am I so proud of
I feel like I thought
You know what? I haven't been taking advantage of.
I feel like you're missing something. You mentioned earlier there was some.
There's a lot of things. No, that was on my warlord. Not my warlord, on this guy.
Okay, so not.
But
all
I
of
haven't been
guys.
taking advantage of my lay low the tyrants. So for people who are watching, lay low the tyrants is something I completely forgot about. It's one of my chivalric oaths. Every single one of the guys in my army you can reroll 1 hit roll or reroll 1 wound roll for free.
Right. Okay. And then
Which-
every unit can do that.
Every unit can do that.
Okay.
I just completely forgot about it until
Yeah.
the second.
Right.
But this is why we do this. This is
Why
we
I
do this.
reminded him.
Thank you for reminding me.
I need to stop doing that.
Yeah, so I can reroll a hit roll right now, which I will do because I have a buff already that exists on my wound roll.
Yeah. I
So
gotta
I'll do it on the
stack
hit roll.
Yeah.
So I need a 3. And it didn't go through, but it's okay. It's better to do it on the hit roll because I already have an existing buff on my wound roll. So I have strength 7,
He's
toughness
7,
7 for 4s, and I get +1 to my wound rolls. So any 3s would count, but sadly these are 2s.
Shoot.
So
What about 6?
these count.
How many?
4 at AP -2.
All right. So that's going to be -1 with armor of contempt. So he's going to be.
So these are the 4
saving
bullets
on-
or cannons that went through.
Yeah. So he's saving on 4s with armor. Of
And
contempt.
now he's going to roll 4s to see if his armor saves it.
Okay. Ouch! None of them save. That's terrible.
These go through and pierce him.
You didn't pray hard enough. Okay.
then-
What's the damage characteristic on those?
I like that.
Flat 3 damage each.
Flat 3. Okay, so that's going to be 12, but -4 because of the demon force.
So
it
8
goes down
damage
to 8.
total.
So, oh man, he's already down to 6 wounds.
It's
Okay.
pretty brutal.
That is brutal. All right, let me get that marker on him.
These little guys pack a big punch.
Okay.
Halbrans
Get
are
that
really.
visible damage marker. So he's down to 6 wounds.
Now, this second guy will do the exact same thing. And the nice thing about the Bastard's Helm, also for the stream, is that unlike the normal bondsman abilities, the Bastard's Helm gives the same buff to the bearer,
Oh.
as well as to the guy that he's, in. The difference is he doesn't get the -1 to damage received.
Oh.
But he does get the buff. So there we go. So we're going to do the 2d3 times
And
2.
is he doing all of his weapons in the defiler?
Yeah, that's why it's times 2.
Right. Okay.
'Cause you can
I
split.
mean, because he has more than just those 2 weapons, right? Or is it
He
just
has the
those
Melta gun too,
Oh,
but
it's too far.
it's too far.
Okay.
Exactly. So here we go.
See?
All right, not as many. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Still don't like that number. But
Could be worse. Could be better, but could be worse. So
Could be
There you
better,
go.
could be worse.
we need 3 ups. Quite a few ones, sadly. I'll take one of those ones and re-roll it with my
oh,
little
no.
tyrants,
A lot of ones.
Sweet.
and it turned into a hit. I just needed 3+. Now we need 4 ups because of your stratagem.
Oh no, man, he doesn't have the.
Oh, 3 ups,
anything
actually.
It should be 3 ups. Yeah.
But sadly, 1s and 2s.
Sure.
Only 2 go through.
Okay. And then what's the same AP?
AP -2.
Okay,
Which
so-
if he fails both of these, he'll still die.
Yeah, so it's going to be AP minus
Actually, no.
1 with armor of contempt. So he's now. So these are just going to be saving on 4s.
You got it.
1 saves, 1 goes through at -1.
So it's 2 damage because of your -1.
Yep. So he's going to go down to 4 wounds.
Shoot. So now that forces me to split fire with him.
Yeah. Because remember, I can heal these guys a ton and they self-heal a little bit because they're demon engines. And then on top of that, I have stratagems to ignore bracketing, so he can still make it to melee range and slap around.
So that forces me to bring out.
Yeah,
This
he's strengths. Well, with his melee is strength 16 and d6 damage each. So I want him to get up there.
So this is my Crusader that's coming out. And my Crusader has that special ability that I mentioned earlier, the Sacristan, blessed by the Sacristans. So I don't know if you guys know, in this game, there's no such thing as like technicians or IT that you call on to fix like your stuff.
Speak for yourself. I have one.
They're priests. So they come and they bless the technology, and that's how things get repaired.
What?
You literally like pray on things, and then it gets
So
fixed.
it's like a healing
That's
effect.
interesting.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's how regular IT works too.
You know what? You're right. You just pray that it works.
Yeah.
Be an IT in a nutshell.
So this ability that I have is called Blessed by the Sacristans that this guy has. It's just a matter of how to split up his shots to make sure this guy dies. What is his toughness again? 7?
Yeah, so actually all my demon engines are toughness 7 for future reference, so all 4 of the vehicles.
I don't have a choice.
But yeah, and then the other thing to keep in mind, so remember the Warlord, the disco guy over here, the order in which you shoot him with your weapons is going to be important. He's Mark of Zinch, so the first failed damage save of each turn is 0 damage. So you don't want to shoot with your big, scary weapon first like that.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not shooting him at all.
Oh, wow, okay.
No way. I'm going to shoot this guy with my thermal, with a big melta gun. I'm gonna shoot the Avenger Gatling cannon into the guy behind him.
Yeah.
He's touching 7.
So the same defensive profile.
Yeah.
I think fewer wounds probably.
And then I'm going to do the stubber into the guys up there.
Okay.
And I think that's it. All right. And he's blessed by the sacristans, so we'll see what happens. So then let's start. So we're going to start with Cognis Heavy Stubber. So let's start with, and remember, he was, oh shit, I moved him away from the Paladin. But it's okay, because that doesn't come off until the next command phase, I don't believe.
So it's just like they have to be near each other during the command phase, and then no matter where they move, it stays.
I think so. I can look it up, but I do know for a fact that it activates during.
You know, that's probably how it works. That's how the buffs with my Demon Engine guys work. They just need to be near each other to like cast it in the command phase, and then if they move, it still flies.
Yeah, I'm like 90% certain.
Yeah, so that's I bet that's how it works.
Yeah. So he gets the reroll ones to hit and ones to wound. So starting with the stubber going into here.
Okay.
Reroll ones. I got 2 ones. Yeah, everything hits.
Okay.
And then we're gonna wound on 4s.
Yeah, and remember, they're Siege Mark, so they're gonna have the same. Oh man, I forgot to do that earlier. They get the first failed save is supposed to be no damage, but we'll deal with that when we get there.
All right. So I need a 4s to save, right? Or 4s to wound?
Their toughness 4.
Yeah, and they're 4. So yeah, I got 2 wounds at AP0.
2 wounds at AP 0.
Yeah.
So one of those I don't need to. Oh yeah, I still need to save. Okay, yeah. So this is going to be saving on 2s because they're behind cover.
All right.
All right. So saving on 2s. One fails, but it does 0 damage because of the Siege Mark. I forgot to do that earlier. It should have negated this wound. But so yeah, but that means for the rest of the turn, any other failed saves go through. So it's been spent until next turn.
Okay.
Okay. So 0 damage.
So then that was a stubber.
Mm-hmm.
Next is going to be the thermal cannon going into him.
Okay. Into the defiler.
Into the defiler. Yeah.
Okay.
So this thermal cannon is 2d3 shots. 4 shots. These shots are hitting on 3s. Reroll 1s to hit. Everything hits. Strength is 9
So 2s.
for the filer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking the Marines. No, he's toughness 7, so it should be
3s, right? Reroll 1s. Everything wounds.
Okay, and then what's the HP?
Minus 4.
Alright, so he's just going to have a 500. Alright, so, sorry, 4 of them you said?
Yeah.
Alright, so 4 of them, saving on 5s.
You got it.
1 goes, 2 go through. Alright, and then what's the damage profile?
D6 plus 2.
Alright, well, I think he's going to die. He's going to die anyway.
Is he within 15 inches? Because it changes the...
Well, he's already down to 4 wounds, so the plus 2s alone are going to...
We're going to kill him, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and the plus 2s are not distance dependent, right?
No, they're not.
Okay, so yeah, so that should kill him, but I need to roll to see if he explodes.
Fair enough.
Okay, so he's on a 6, he has a regular explosion, so on a 6. It's a 2, so he does not explode.
Okay.
Which is super lame. Fun fact, in this entire crusade, my Defiler has never survived again.
He's just very big, and I think people like to go towards big targets.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he absorbs a lot of wounds.
That's true.
And you have to kill him because his melee output can be up to like 42 wounds a turn against you, and strength 16. So it's a good choice.
And now finally, the Gatling into that 3-headed Cerberus guy.
Okay.
So this is... Oh, no, and I've been ignoring my whole bondsman guy. That's right, my Sacristan's ability. Keep forgetting about it. There's too many buffs. But
man.
it's okay.
Yeah, I just remembered, I forgot about the -1 damage. I think you would have died anyway because you would have had to roll
Because I have
guys.
the D6.
You
So,
have the
so here's the
D6,
2 D6s.
He's
So
saying
that
you
is
would've
dead. He's dead.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it. It's too late.
But let's do the Gatling cannon. 12 shots.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to reroll once to hit and once to wound. And then again, during the wound roll, 6s are mortals.
Okay.
We need 3s to hit, right?
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, there's no smoke screen on
oh,
that.
no, he doesn't have
Yeah.
sponsors.
Okay, 3s to wound, reroll 1s. All right. To attack. Now, this is where 6s are mortals.
Kicking us out.
Yeah, and then he's
Reroll
toughness
1,
seven.
6s are mortals.
That's making that finals.
4s,
Because you played matches.
4s to wound. No, 3s to wound.
He's
Oh,
toughness
I'm
7.
sorry. 5s to wound. 5s to wound. 5s to wound, 6s are mortals.
Okay.
Reroll 1s. 5s to wound, reroll 1s. 6s are mortals. 2 mortals.
Okay, so 2 mortal. He doesn't have a save for that, so we're already at -2.
And 5s to wound. 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds.
So
AP
4.
minus 2.
All right, so -1
probably
with
gonna give you guys,
AOC.
like,
So I think he's the same profile
little
as the
extra. Like
Filer.
it's okay if you guys like
Um,
aren't out exactly by time.
Oh, this is those are
I got
blue.
it shoot.
So saving on 4s. So 4.
Yep.
Okay, so 4 of them saving on 4s. 2 saves, 2 go through.
2 damage each.
2 damage each. So that's going to be 2 mortal wounds
Oh,
and
is that
4
one?
damage
She
from
jumped
Yes.
out.
Hey.
So it's going to be 6 damage total.
Must be
Yes.
So that's going to bring him down to 6 wounds.
Oh, wow. Okay, good.
He only has 12 wounds.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Put that
That's fine.
health
Alrighty,
marker
guys.
there.
Thanks for joining me on stream. Follow Meriden Tech. I'll be putting their Instagrams on my Instagram, and next time I'll be sharing on my
Against the law.
Twitch as well. Stay
Also, I
easy.
think it's
So bye, baby.
Yeah, I think this is the sale for a little bit longer. We're going to do like
You
a.
guys can stay a little longer. Yeah, she's told me that.
Okay.
We had a double check with her, but yeah, we have to go, unfortunately. Alright, cool. Wait, can I wear this for a bit and bring it back
Yes,
next
you're
week? Because I am coming back next week.
Yeah, go for it, man.
It's been a
Okay,
pleasure.
cool.
See you guys.
all right. Bye, guys.
All right, guys, we're going to still keep going. Our announcer's going to come back later, but we're going to keep this up for just a little bit. So, and then we were just basically saying that I'm deciding not to charge, and then we're going to see the rest of the game should go pretty quickly because there's a lot fewer models on
Yeah.
the field.
No, my turns can get a lot shorter for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
So there you go. It's first turn with victory points for you for primaries.
Okay. So I'm only controlling one object. Oh, I guess this will be starting this turn because you controlled it last turn. All right. So starting in the command phase, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the Master of Mechanisms from my Warpsmith over here in the corner. He's going to apply it again to my Contempted Dreadnought. That's going to give him +1 to hit on all of his ranged attacks for this turn. And again, if he fires at the closest target, that's another one. So there's that. Now my Lord Discordant, he gets to give another Demon Engine. I think it's another vehicle +1 to hit in melee. So I think he's also going to pick. Yeah, he's going to pick the Contemptor. So he's getting buffs from both. So he's +1 to hit in range and +1 to hit in melee. Doesn't get to repair anybody. None of the other vehicles are wounded, and I don't have any other buffs to distribute in command phase. I get 1 CP back, so I'm back up at 5, and that should be it for my command phase. Moving on to the movement phase.
And while you're doing that, I'm just calculating my honorable. I definitely got honorable
Right.
because I killed more guys and I held more markers. So actually, I know that off the top of my head.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm at 3 honorable points because I killed more guys than
Yeah,
you
now is
did.
that for your agenda?
That's for my. They're called. You know what they're called again? This chivalric oaths.
Oh, that's a knight specific.
It's a nice specific thing, yeah. So I'm at 3 honor points.
Gotcha.
1 for killing more guys and for holding more objectives.
Okay. Shoot. All right. Movement wise, I am going to. All right. This is a little bit tricky. I don't want to be taking a bunch of shots from these guys over here. I think if I can get away from their shooting, that is going to help me a lot. So I am going to move some of my guys out of range. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh man. I'm gonna go ahead and advance my accursed cultists again. I want to try to get them behind that building. So let me roll for their advance. Got another 4, so that gives them a 10-inch move. That's these guys over here in the corner.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I just want to get them. I want to get them to like run away and get around. But I can get them on this objective marker, technically behind the wall, just a smidge with like 1 or 2 models. So if I kill that guy, I would control an objective marker.
Yes.
So I definitely.
They have
wanna do
offset
that.
too.
Their troops, they do have offset. So not all of them can fit behind cover and on the marker, but at least some of them can.
My guy has offset and he counts as 5 for the purposes of that controlling. No.
Yeah, this will give me 8 on the objective. So I guess even if they didn't die.
Oh, by the way, you got 5 victory points, right, for the beginning of the
Yeah,
turn?
just for controlling 1.
Got it.
Yeah.
Just for keeping track of score.
Yep, okay. So yeah, I'm going to advance these guys. I don't think they're going to charge. I'm going to leave that to the others, so I'm going to move 10 inches. So 10 inches from here. Might be hard to see from above, but they are going to be just on the corner of the objective marker, but inside the ruin, and the rest of them are just going to have to spill the whole thing. I think they can probably still get shot through that doorway. I think I can't really break them up. Okay, whatever.
Now Melta will finally get off a shot.
I don't know. I don't think that this dude with the wounds is going to last. I guess your big guy has a melted too, but if I can ever fit the models to cover.
Well, he's -1 damage, so it's hot shots that can take him out.
Well, I think the Contemptor might be able to do it.
Yeah. The problem with the contemptors is always a matter of can you land the shots. Because last cannons are amazing, but they can also fail. That's what I've
Yeah, I
noticed.
think at this point it almost would be better with his. I can get him to within heavy flamer range, plus the rockets, plus the.
That's true. That is true.
And I'm gonna have a lot of guys shooting at him.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna move the Contemptor up 8 inches.
Uh-huh.
So that doesn't look like it gets him that far, but that'll put him right to here. The Warpsmith is going to tag along and move 6 inches behind him. So he's the little pocket medic. So he can just kind of barely make it over to here. My Master of Possession is going to hide. He's going to move 6 inches. He's just going to hide in this corner. He's being a huge win. I don't want my Warlord to die right now. So he has a 12-inch move, and I kind of want to get him to charge. So I think that might gun it up a little bit. I want to have room for the Contemptor to make it around, so I'm not going to move him all the way up here.
Yeah. Keep in mind too about losing invulnerables.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a lot of you guys are getting in range of where they'll lose invulnerables.
Yeah, I think that I would rather have them lose invulnerables, but take the objective and be out of LOS for all 3 of these knights, even if that guy's going to be able to shoot back with a bunch of stuff. I think it's just going to have to happen. So it's worth the risk.
So did I.
Now we're going to turn 2. It is, I think,
I just
officially
got to the
15
school,
inches, right?
and then I
Yeah.
started painting my miniatures, and I completely forgot I was playing Pokemon.
Exactly.
Yep, alright, so I'm just going to move him up to the edge so that they can both kind of actually.
Oh, so you hardcore. So what is it? Like, hold on. Somebody told me it was like
I'm just for
six missions
measuring purposes.
before they let you free.
Oh yeah, so the
how does that
Contemptor
work?
would be able
You
to
go to
put
the
in that
school,
gap.
and then what? You do like 6 things for the school, and then they're like, go.
Yeah, you do a couple things for the school.
Alright, I'm not going to move them. I think that's about as far as I'd be comfortable doing it, and then allowing him to potentially charge around.
You get the motorcycle. Once you get the motorcycle, you're like,
These
go.
guys are going to stick.
Oh, they're like,
And then you have
I don't
3
want them
separate
going anywhere,
storylines.
and that means he'll hit on 2s the last game.
Do you always go back
These
and play
guys
the
are
bit
You
like
have
you
to
play
check,
one?
you weave between them.
This
so
guy
that
is
the level-
rapid.
not like the
I
level
think his
gap.
movement is pretty bad
So
now.
you like play one,
Like,
fight the
you'll-
boss,
So the Forge
go back,
Field-
Right,
play
then you'll
another
go
one,
do the
fight the boss.
first gym, you'll go fight the
Uh,
first Titan,
how
you'll
many
go back.
rounds?
I think he was like
Yeah, so he
gym,
is
Titan,
down
gym,
to 6 inches of movement,
Star
which is
Leader,
not
and
super
then
great.
he's like a pack.
But I think I
I
can
have to
get him
look it
out
up
on
because
site.
there's like nothing that
I mean,
makes
you
it
can-
like.
just
They'll just
straight
be
in
hanging out
there,
there in
be
the
like
course
that.
of the game,
Okay.
which is just as good as.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
I
mean,
just
I'd
wanna
rather
get a
have
fucking
him
good
go
wall.
in and shoot stuff. I don't think
I got a gimme.
I don't want him to hide. That's
Huh?
gonna be
I got a
wasted.
gimme tool.
So I may as well just
I don't know what that is.
Go when you go
No, but that would
up
give him
top.
-1
So like
hit.
you see, like when you're free roaming, there's gonna be a bunch of towers. Go all the way to
And
the
I
top,
want
and
him to
there's
shoot,
gonna be a
and I don't want
chest.
to buff him. So I think it's probably
the
better
chest,
if
it
he
pops
shoots
up into a
there.
Pokemon like a mimic.
So whatever.
And then you fight
and,
those, catch
what's the
it,
wound
and it
counter
gives you
on
a
that guy again?
currency called Gimme Wool Coin.
On
Once you collect
Cobra
999 of
3,
those, you can evolve.
He has 9.
Okay.
Oh, so you cast
And then,
Pokemon and give you.
let's
Oh,
see.
is it those
I'm gonna
fuckers?
I'm
you
gonna
have
put
the
in my
points
deep strike guys.
behind
now
their
at the
backs?
end of the movie
I already got
phase
one.
For turn
I
2.
saw the
Sure.
fucker on the
I'm gonna
rock.
bring
I'm
out
like, yo, who the
reserves.
fuck is you, bro? And I jumped on the rock.
I don't know how
and
much
shit.
time we have left here,
Bitch.
so I'm gonna go ahead and get
Like,
that.
is you a Pokemon? And
Because we're
Uh,
doing a stream that promotes the store. They're pretty
like, you a fucker?
Yeah,
Like,
They're all so small.
Alright, so let me put them in over here and see if I can kill Big Knight. So I'm not placing them here for deployment, I'm just gonna measure and see what I can get.
Sure.
Probably be better to put them out of range of these guys. So I think I can set them up back here. That's pretty
So
far.
somebody who used to play Grey Knights, the way I would always try to set these guys up for Deep Strike as an exercise. And if you have smaller dice, it works, but you can also do it like this. So, like that, like that, like that,
Mhm.
like that. Like set up the
Oh,
dice,
looking like a radial.
and then you cannot set up anything beyond where these dice are. You have a physical limitation of
Okay.
where your deployment is.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Right.
Alright.
So like here, you know it has to be behind here, so that way there's no accidental dishonesty. Where
Okay, perfect. That's a really good plan. Alright, so kind of working off of that, I'll put one obliterator behind. Let me see what I can fit. Also, this is probably the heaviest model that I use.
Is it metal?
It's metal.
Wow.
So this is like a 20-something-year-old original obliterator.
Yikes.
So
And is it a unit of 2?
it's so they can go up to 3, but I just didn't have the PL for it.
Uh,
So I'm gonna keep them behind the lines.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to put them here, and hopefully that'll keep me out of line of sight of the big guys. Okay, so I think that's got to be it for movement. So moving on to the psychic phase. Let me get this out of here. So starting again with the Marine up here on the Balefire Tome. These guys are all already going to be hitting on 2s because closest stealth target. Although, I'm trying to think here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already going to be hitting on 2s on everything. His range sucks. It doesn't matter. He can hit 2s and everything. I think I'm going to attempt to manifest prescience on my Forge Fiend, and that'll make him hit on 2s. So, all right. So that's going to be a warp charge of 7, attempting to manifest on the Forge Fiend, and it goes off on a 10. So the Forge Fiend is +1 to hit with everything the rest of the turn. That's his 1 psychic power. Now for the this is going to be the fun part. So looking at the Master of Possession, so he's now close enough to actually do things with his powers. So with the Master of Possession, let's see if he's close enough.
Taylor?
What turn are you guys on?
Turn 2. So let's see here.
It's going in one direction.
Isn't that a bad?
It was.
So he is close enough. He's within 18 inches. I'm going to cast Warp Marked on him. So any demon or demon engine.
I forgot my knights at home.
We know. We can see that.
Oh, so you're using the
Titanic.
the Titanic.
I was going to say they're either the smallest Titans or the biggest
Oh wait,
Legionnaires ever.
there's a head over
It
here.
fell off, I know.
Okay, just don't lose it.
So it went. Oh yeah. So I'm going to attempt to manifest on 7. Everything's going to be +1 to wound on that guy if it goes off. So
On my
warp-
paladin?
So warp charge is 7.
The paladin.
Oh, man.
Yikes. That is not a warp. That is not a 7.
I might want to re-roll that.
What'd you
Or
roll?
reroll one.
How important is it? 5.
I mean, -1 or +1 to wound on everything on that guy, and he's going to get lit up. And if I don't get off, everything might
On my
die.
26 wound paladin.
Oh shoot. Okay, I probably won't be doing enough wounds to kill it.
Command point reroll.
Yeah, I could, but
Hey, it's your game.
I'm
not
not
getting
backseat
involved.
warhammering. What the hell?
What?
I'm not backseat warhammering. It's
um,
like backseat dueling.
You know what? I'm not going to do it. That's silly.
Backseat
All right,
Pokemon.
that should be it for. Oh wait, no. He
Famous
gets to do
last
one
words.
more
I'm not
psychic
gonna
power.
do And they never all went down.
He doesn't have any visible enemy units,
my
but
God,
he
you're
can
right.
try to give a Zinch marked unit a 4 of invuln save. So he's going to attempt to do Skynes of Fate on the Legionaries up here. And they're far enough away to where they don't get the invuln thing. So on a warp charge of 7, they're going to have a 4 of invuln. It doesn't go.
Yikes!
I
Another
guess
5.
Really bad nerd.
Well,
That's going to be the end.
The heart of the cards is not with you, man.
the connection to the warp is kind of iffy today.
We're getting a bad signal.
It's like
Sunspots, man.
switch
Yeah,
of
okay.
frequency.
That's going to be the end of the. It's going to be the end of the psychic phase. So moving on to shooting, I'm just going to go left to right. So I think this was the wounded guy over here with the two.
This guy right here has 9 wounds left.
Okay. So I'm going to have my Forge Fiend fire all of his attacks into the wounded Helverin over there.
Go for it.
So it's going to be 3d3 for the number of attacks.
Go for it.
6.
Go for it.
And it's going to be hitting on 2s.
That's right. He didn't move.
1 miss, and they all go through, but he doesn't have the exploding 6s anymore, which would have sucked because he just got 3 6s.
That's right. 5 hits.
So 5 hits, and the ectoplasm cannons are a strength 7.
Verse tough to 7, so force.
Yep, alright, we move force. 3 of them go through, and that's going to be 18 minus 3.
So we've got 4. You said 3 go through?
Yep, 3 go through at 18
3.
minus 3.
3 5 up saves. Okay. We've got one that was saved. So then 2 go through.
Okay.
How much damage each?
3 damage each, so 6 wounds.
But remember, it's for damage reduction because he's the bastard helm.
Yep, so it goes
recipient.
down to 4.
So that's 2 damage each.
Mhm.
So I have 6 plus feel no pains.
Yeah,
So
4 of those.
4 of those. All right. This is much better. This is much better. Okay. Knights are much better this codex. Sadly, none of them are saved, but I liked that I had the opportunity to
At
save.
least you get 8 and attempt to minimize damage.
Yeah, alright, so 4
So 5
go
wounds
through.
left.
Okay, I can live with that.
So
Let's
can
see.
I.
He can literally live with that. Alright, I think the only weapon that can reach over here is going to be...
Thank you for those of you guys that just joined the game. Again, we're just playing a narrative Crusade mission, and if you notice that these are not actually Imperial Knights, I left them at home by accident. Thankfully, I brought my Titanicus models. So these are actually Helverins, Warglaive, Paladin, Crusader.
They're tall enough that they could just stand in.
Okay.
Literally.
I'm going to shoot him with the last cannon from over here. So, unfortunately...
Technically, I don't think you
You don't
can because
think-
he's not Titanic. So we're gonna.
Oh, because this you can shoot through the top 4, though, right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
you're
just
talking.
these guys.
You're saying
On
those
the roof,
guys.
on the roof, yeah.
Then we'll use true line of sight for the guys from the roof.
So the one guy shooting is just this one model here on the corner.
So
I don't think anyone
for that,
else
we'll
can.
use a straight laser. We'll use a straight laser for these guys. So which is the guy with the last hand?
So it's this guy here on the corner.
All right. Can this guy get his? We'll use my laser pointer, and see if my laser pointer can point to my guy. I don't think he can't see my guy. Cause see, my laser pointer can get on the building, and I'm trying very hard. See, I'm on the building, and see, I can get on that guy. Well, if I'm at his height, right here, I can get over here. Okay, fine. Fine.
Alright.
You got it, man.
Alright, so on the wounded guy, I mean,
We got it.
he's gonna have to get crazy lucky for this to do anything. But on
Wait, you got the wounded guy.
that's what I was.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got it on him. Let me just
Yeah.
double check on that one.
I was gonna say.
That's the beauty of having laser pointers, so we can actually test this.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be tricky. That's a very tight angle, which is what she said, by the way. But we're gonna try. Because the reason that I'm testing this is because we can actually do it empirically. Because the problem is a statue. You see my point? I think the statue's not going to allow it. You see my point?
Yeah.
Like I would give it to you normally, because that one there's no question. But that one I just don't think is possible because I think the statue blocks it. See,
Wow.
like it actually does.
And is that from any point on the model, like the tip of his last cannon, or is it just his base?
Sorry, I'm just trying to.
Yeah. So like from here, I've never seen this. I've never seen the whole like lasering
Oh,
method
here.
through, so.
Yeah. So like here, we'll even take that off to try and, right? Because like. If
Oh
you,
yeah.
See my point? Like, if we're trying to get here, it's the statue. The
Wow,
statue.
that's so tight. I didn't even realize that would get in the way. Okay.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
statue.
Well, then in that case, doing that, I don't think it's going to be worth my while to shoot anything here. I think I'm probably going to want to just pour my shots into your big guy and then have them charge the closer guy.
Okay.
And I'm certain you can see that guy in the back. All right, so this is just going to be heavy 1, hitting on 3s because he didn't move.
You're shooting at him, right?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot him.
Right, so I will rotate his ion shields. So I'll go to command points 4. And he has a 4 up invulnerable save now.
Oh yeah, he's outside the invulnerable. Okay, so this is just going to be 1 shot, hitting on 3s because it's not the. I think that's the closest eligible target, so he doesn't get the Legion trait. So hitting on 3s. It's a miss, and I'm pretty sure the rest of my guys are probably too far to hit anything with their bolters. Yeah, I don't think they can range. So yeah, that's all the shooting for them. These guys are done. Moving on this way. I guess it would be. Let's see, 18 inches away.
Hey Chet, looks like we got somebody here. Nikium Bunts. Come say hi, Nikium.
We got Mirrored in chat.
Yeah.
Mirrored
Okay.
tag.
All right.
It's
So
us, yeah.
to start out, I am going to have my Warlord. He's going to fire his 1 ranged weapon, his Bale Flamer. This is an 18-inch range. He's actually not going to shoot this guy. He's actually going to fire the Bale Flamer into your guy in the back.
I figured you would.
Yeah, he's going to die on the charge anyway. So, and just to double check the range, yeah, that's easily 18 inches. So that's going to be 2d3 plus 2 auto hits.
Okay.
So 3 plus 2, so that's going to be 5 auto hits.
All right.
And I believe the Bale Flamer is pretty tight. It's going to be strength 6, I believe. So I think it's going to be 5s. Let me just double check here. Bale Flamers are kind of nuts. Yes, that's going to be strength 6. So he's going to be 5 auto hits that are going to be wounding on 5s. Does he have any stratagems or anything to cut it down for wounds?
I don't think so.
Okay, so 5 hits wounding on 5s. I don't think any went through.
Otherwise it's going to be challenging because of the high number required to wound.
Yeah, he's toughness 8, right?
Yeah.
Or 9.
8. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I didn't expect much from the Flamer. That's all he has. And I think that my Warpsmith, I mean, he's way too far away to hit him with any of his weapons. So the remainder, I'm going to have my Contemptor Dreadnought fire into your big guy in the back. So with all of his weapons. So starting, I guess you can't hit with the Heavy Flamer, and I don't want to kill him and not be able to charge. So starting with the Twin Las Cannon, he's going to be hitting on 2s because of the buffs to hit.
You got it.
No exploding 6s. They both hit. Strength 9, so 3s. Right?
Yep.
Okay, so wounding on 3s. 1 and a 3, so AP minus 4.
So 1 wound on my 4. All right, goes through.
D6 damage.
Go ahead.
5.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6 ups. I got 1 6 up, so 4 go through.
Okay, so that's 4 wounds on him, and then he's going to do the same. He's firing with his
Stupid if I
rocket
walk in here
pods.
asking dumb questions.
So that's going to be 2 hitting on 2s. 2 go through, and this is only strength 8, so I think that's 4s.
Yeah.
1 goes through, and I think the rocket's a little weaker. The rocket is only, I think it's only AP3, I think, or maybe it's AP2. Yep, AP2.
All right.
So minus 1.
So AP2, so far. Made it.
Okay, alright, so none with that, and he's not going to use his flamer. The only shooting left is going to be my obliterators, and they're going to fire on your big knight in the back. Okay, so they're going to fire with their focused malice profile, so each one of these guys is going to have D3 attacks. And they're hitting the closest target with the Legion trait, so they're going to be hitting on 2s. So this is for number of attacks. Maxed, so it's going to be 6 attacks, hitting on 2s.
6 each or 6?
6 total, it's 3 each.
Okay.
So 6 total, hitting on 2s. Gotta get these ones. They all hit, and they are strength 9.
You guys are here.
So wounding on, strength 9 is wounding on 3s.
Okay.
They all wound.
Kind of, yeah.
And that's AP minus 3.
It's minus 3, so 4 ups. How many?
5.
Alright.
Those are mine. I know.
So 3 go through. How much damage?
4 damage each. So
4 damage each.
yeah, so 12 wounds. Yeah, focused malice is strength 9, AP 3, 4 damage.
That's really good.
Yeah, yeah, obliterators are awesome.
It's usually good. Alright, so I'll see if you reroll one of the saves. Go to 3. It saves.
Okay, so
But I think I have a free reroll, so I'm not getting a second. Once per battle, after rolling a d6 or d3, advance roll, damage roll, wound roll, saving roll for this warlord, after any rerolls have been made, you can change the result of one of those dice to a 6. Yes, so I'll change one of these rolls to a 6. This is my Knight of Mars warlord trait.
Okay.
And if at any point I'm virtuous, I can do this once per turn. Right now I'm still honorable, but if the game went long enough, I'd probably get virtuous.
Yeah, okay.
So that only one goes through. How much damage?
4 damage each.
Perfect, so I'm at 18.
Okay. Alright, that's it for all of my shooting.
Okay.
Alright, moving on to the charge phase. So I'm going to attempt to charge first with my obliterators in the corner.
Alright, upon declaring charge, I will go to 1 CP and declare Overwatch.
Okay.
So I'll start off with the paladins firing as follows. Melt-A-Gun, fire hitting on 6, misses. Next, Heavy Stubbers hitting on 6s, 2 hits. Strength 4, so winning on 5s. 1 wound, no AP.
1 wound and no AP, so saving on 2. 5, so saves.
Okay. Fire Battle Cannon, 2d6 shots. 7 shots, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hitting on 6s. We got 2 hits. Alright, so we'll keep the 2 hits. Strength is 8. Toughness is 5, winning on 3s. 2 wounds, AP minus 2.
AP 1 with contempt, so saving on 3s. Both save.
That's pretty good. Next is Storm Spear Rocket Pod, heavy 3, hitting on 6s. Damn, those 2 saves really saved me. Those were 3 damage each.
They have 5 wounds each too, but
That would have killed 1.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. 6. Okay. Anything else from him for Overwatch?
No, you got it.
Okay. All right. So trying to get the charge. So I think they're 9 inches. It's
Yeah,
deep
yeah,
strikes.
yeah,
They're
no.
gonna do that. Oh, they only got a 6. You know what?
Need to reroll.
Yeah, because we're gonna have to leave in a minute anyway. I'm gonna ball out. I'm gonna spend a CP to reroll.
Balls to the wall.
All right, go now. There we go. Okay, whatever. They tried. All right, that's done. I'm gonna charge with my Contemptor Dreadnought. Try to make it to here.
Let's do it.
Probably 8 inches or 9 inches, but let's see. So trying to get within 1 inch.
If you ever in doubt, I have my engineer scale.
It's like 7.5 or 7 inches if you want to get real technical with it.
Which one?
So this is the Contemptor first.
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
Actually, you know what? I want to. If it's all right, I'd rather charge with him first. If
Go
that's
ahead.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
With him, actually, let's reverse the.
Yeah.
This right here. You have got a 4, and you have to roll a 4.
Okay. So rolling a 4, re-rolling a fail. Got a 5, so he makes it. So moving him within an inch, which is approximately like there. Would you say?
That's fine.
Okay, and then my Contemptor would have to go around him. So we have to go a little bit further, maybe not. So that's 7 inches. You think that's close enough? He's gonna have to go around, so it's probably gonna go a little further. I'm gonna say it's like 7.5. What do you? I mean,
I say you have to roll 7.
okay, say 7. He does not get a reroll. 10.
You got it.
Gets it. I can move him a little bit further. I don't think I really can charge with anyone else. So yeah. Yeah, alright, that's it for charging. For my warlord, he's gonna attack first, and he gets to do a bunch of shit. So with the warlord, attacking first with the Impaler Chainglaive, and would be +1 to hit, but he's already hitting on 2s anyway on the charge because of Black Legion. And he gets plus D3 attacks because he's fighting an Imperial unit. So he gets 6 plus 2, so that's going to be making a base of 8 attacks with the Impaler Chainglaive, hitting on 2s, but no exploding 6s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hitting on 2s.
You got it?
1 miss, 7 hits at strength 6. Yeah, so strength 6, so that would be 5s.
Is that the wound roll?
Yeah, it's strength 6.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was 7 hits out of 8 rolls.
7 to 7.
So yeah, so 5s, because he's strength 6.
But don't you have to roll the wound roll, or is that the wound?
This is the
Okay, go ahead.
so 5s.
Yeah.
Wait, did I roll 1 too many die? I did roll 1 too many die. Do you want me to take out the highest, or how do you want to do that? I meant to
Just
roll
roll it
7.
again. Just roll it
Okay.
again. It's always easier for everything.
Okay, I'll get rid of one of these. Oops. Alright, on 5s.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
What's the AP?
And the AP on the Chainglaive is -3. Oh wait, hold on. It's and he's all shit. It was +1 to move. I already moved. That's my bad. I already moved the dice.
Roll it again, yeah.
Do you want me to just roll all of them again?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so +1. So wounding on 4s. 2 of them do not wound. The rest of them do. So that's 5 wounds at AP -2.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At AP at 5. I save 1. How much damage each?
Each one of those is 3 damage.
Okay. So then damage reduction. So it'd be 2 damage each. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. I need 6 upgrade points. Get 6s inside you. Here we go. I got 2 6-ups, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He only had 4 wounds left, so he dies.
Does he explode?
Let's hope so. No.
Damn. Okay.
So combat's over.
All right. Yeah, combat's over. How would you like to? I mean, I think you were ahead in points.
Well, we do the bottom half, so that's
Yeah, do you,
fair,
have,
right?
yeah, do you have time to do yours?
Of course, super
Okay.
quickly.
Yeah, you're a lot faster than me.
So much faster.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
my turn. So then for victory points, I think it's clear that I'm going to have more for the secondary.
You already have a lot more.
So that's 30 for the, I'm going to get 15 more for the secondary, so it's going to be 30 for the secondary. And then, so it'll be 15 plus, so plus 15 for the secondary. And then for the primary, I'm going to have, do I have, how many points is it for each primary? 15. 5 victory points for each of the following conditions that is satisfied. Do I have 1 marker? Yes. Do I have 2 markers? Yes. So that's 10 for that. So I get 25 victory points for the second turn. So 25 plus 15, 40. Okay. Now, just really quickly, I'll just finish the turn. You forgot to charge with. Oh no, you did charge. You just didn't get the.
They just,
yeah,
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then bump. So I get 2 command points back. So I'm at 4. Really quickly, what would happen is, knowing that the next turn it would go from 12 inches. This would just creep up slightly. Actually, before moving, I have to assign my bondsman abilities. Let's do it that way, and then I can do it this way. That way they both get damage reduction. Oh, but no, but the bastard helmet, not the. That's fine. Bastard helm one stays targeted. This one doesn't have anybody two targets, two far away from everybody, which is okay. So Bastard helm one remains targeted. He's got a 12-inch move. So what he will do is, okay, I want to stay more than 12 inches, less than 15. A 12-inch move for him. Easily put him here. I want to make sure that that's still more than 12 inches off. Center, yes, just barely. This guy. These guys have lost their vulnerable, which is going to help a lot. Well, actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to still make sure he shoots. He'll probably stay still. I need to make sure he's still within 12-inch range, so that next turn I don't lose anything. I can do that this way. Yes. Then, it's a 10-inch move. Still within 10 inches. But the question is, more than 12. If need be, I can take it back. Oh, that's smart enough. I can tilt them back. Yep, good. Okay, the only intention is that we can end up with 12 inches for the next turn. And if, as a bonus, he should find himself within laser range. So, yeah, I think so. Okay. Anyway, so let's start shooting. So, starting with how about this guy that moved here? That's the Helverin. Oh, I forgot to mention these guys heal. So 6, 5.
Oh, I meant to do that as well. The demon engines restore a wound. I'm just going to put this guy at 7.
Go ahead.
In my command phase.
Sure.
Okay. It's not really going to do anything, but.
And that's not a demon engine, right?
Nope, just regular vehicle. It's just this guy and this guy.
But it does have damage reduction, right?
Yeah, just built in this dreadnought.
Go for it. So he's gonna try to destroy him.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
we get 4 wounds. Or no, I think that was your guys' one. That's your die. So now my dreadnought's at full health. That's
Oh,
your,
right.
That's your blue marker.
Got it. Oh, and just for kills earlier, it was my paladin that killed your Leviathan.
Mm-hmm.
It was this guy, Crusader, that killed your, what's it, the big demon engine called?
Defiler,
Defiler.
the crab.
And anybody else of yours a big guy that died?
No,
Got it.
all the other vehicles are still alive for now.
Okay. So let's do it. This little guy is going to try to go into your dreadnought. Let's do it really quickly. Is he within 12 inches? I don't believe so, but I'm going to measure just in case. Oh, actually, he is. He is actually, yes. Okay. All right. So we're going to do the melted gun. There's no minus to hit, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm saving that for someone else.
And then let me see. Helverin. Which one is he? 3. Helverin 3 is. Oh, sorry. I forgot to mention. Helverin 3 is. It can be in his top bracket with the stratagem takes me to 1 CP.
Mm-hmm.
So he's even though he's at 6 wounds, he's at his top bracket.
Okay.
So then let's start shooting. Bastard Helm buff is +1 to wound. Okay, so here we go.
And is this all of his weapons are going into the dreadnought?
All his weapons are going to the dreadnought. Exactly. So starting with the melter gun, hitting on 3s. Got a 4. Strength is I believe
It's
8.
So it's toughness 8 for the Contemptor, so 4.
Hitting on 4. The wounds on a 5. Yes. AP -4.
So I think that puts him at a 6 because there's no involved, right? Alright, 3 because of armor and contempt. So I think that puts him at a 5 up. Let me double check. Tempter. Yeah, so he's saving on 5.
Go ahead.
There's no well, I guess that'd be his invul anyway. But it goes through, so it's D6 plus 2, I think?
Because he's not in half range, it's just D6.
Okay, and then -1 because he's a dreadnought.
Yeah. So 4 -1 is 3.
Okay. So he is down from 9 to 6.
Okay, so now I'm doing the auto cannons, D2, D3, and 2, D3, because both of them are going to him. We get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. All right, 2, 4, 6, 7. These are hitting on 3s. I get to reroll one of these if I wanted to. I'll reroll 1. Yes, everything hits. Then these are toughness 8, strength 7, so wounding on 5s, +1 to wound because of my bondsman, so wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds, AP -2.
Alright, so 1 with AOC. So saving, you said 6 of them or 4?
4.
Okay, saving on 4s. Oh, they all save. This one's a 6.
Okay. That's a very, 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 very good chance.
Okay. Alright.
All right, so then this guy's gonna shoot everything he has into that guy. So let's go ahead and do that. So this one is Helverin 1 is on his full bracket. 2, 4, 5, 6 shots only. 2, 4, 6 hitting on 3s. Yep, 1 misses. This is +1 to wound. So strength 7, toughness 7 wounding on 4s, so +1 wounding on 3s. 1 and 2, so 3 wounds. AP -2.
Alright, saving on. So saving on 4s.
Go for it. 3 wounds, AP -3.
Okay. Yeah, so 2 with AOC, so saving on 4s. Oh, 2. This one is a 4. So 2 save, 1 goes through. How much damage?
Flat 3 each.
Oh god. So he goes
How are you
down from
guys doing?
7 to 4.
This is the last turn. We're just finishing up. Yeah.
Alright, he's down to 4 wounds.
Okay, very good. So then, I guess the paladin is going to shoot next. So he's gonna.
They probably would have gotten smoked. Oh
Well,
well.
it's gonna end after this turn anyway.
Yeah, so just kill it up.
Yeah, so I'll just throw.
I'm not gonna shoot the. Wait, so is that with this guy over here?
So far, I'm in. Hold on, let me figure out. This guy here, I'm gonna go next to over here for the shooting. This is my paladin. Okay, I'm gonna do the following. What I'm gonna do is rapid fire battle cannon into him, delta gun into them, his judgment missiles into him. Okay.
Not gonna try to shoot the warlord this turn.
Huh?
Not going to shoot the Warlord this turn? Okay, alright.
I know that would give me additional points, but no, I
Okay.
can't kill him.
So if that's the... Oh man, I wish I had known earlier, but I guess there's no way. So if that's the case... I can't Demon Forge him, because you're not going to shoot him at all this turn. You can't, because these guys are out of line of sight. So he's safe. So if the only shooting is going to be occurring on him, I'm gonna pop smoke. Just because why not? So
Sure.
this is going to be -1 hit.
Okay.
I would have done that earlier, but that was smart. So, okay. -1 to hit, otherwise I can't Demon Forge him or anything.
Okay. So then, let's do it. So we're gonna do starting. Oh, let's start with the melt again over here,
Oh.
because that's easy. So then that's hitting on 3s.
Wait, I think I didn't take away the wounds properly, because you did. Yeah, it should be down to 4, not 6. And then this is 0.5. Okay. So yeah, he's down to 4 wounds, not 6 wounds.
Oh,
Yeah, because he was 7 earlier, and then you did 3 damage to him. But I
okay,
took
because
away.
that's gonna make a big difference. In
Yeah,
how I
I'm-
shoot then.
Yeah, so he's more wounded than. Yeah,
Alright.
so if you want to, because I should have moved the damage.
Yeah.
die, so-
That can send me thing. Because
Yeah, and if you're gonna do it differently, then I would. If you're gonna shoot the Warlord or something instead, that's gonna change who I pop smoke on and stuff. So
yeah, that'll make a difference in what I do. Okay, so then what I'll do then is
yeah,
So let's rewind. Melt a gun, storm spear, rocket pod on him. Rapid fire battle cannon on him.
Okay, so if you're gonna be shooting into the Warlord, I'm gonna spend 2 CP. One of them's gonna Demon Forge, one of them's gonna Smoke Screen. So he's gonna be -1 to hit, -1 to wound, -1 damage.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
So then, the stubber into these guys.
Okay.
Why not?
All right. So
So
stubber
stubber first.
Mhm.
So hitting on 3s, everything hits.
Okay.
Wounding on
You tough
5s. So 2 hits, 2 wounds, AP 0.
Saving on 2s.
Mhm.
1 goes through.
Okay, that's fine. So 1 damage.
All right, that's down to 4 wounds on 1.
And then melt a gun into the dreadnought. Hitting on 3s, it hits. Strength 8, toughness 8, wounding on 4s. It wounds. AP -4.
3 with AOC, so 5 goes through.
D6. 3 damage.
-1 to 2, so down to 2 wounds. Okay.
All right, and then the judgment is going to him as well. Heavy 3, hitting on 3s, 2 hits. Strength is 8, toughness 8, winning on 4s. Motherfucker. Command point, reroll 1 of them, go to 2. We need a 4. And we got it.
Okay.
AP -2 on the contender.
All right, so down to 1, so saving on 3. It goes through. So he's
D3
dead.
+3, yeah.
He's dead. All right.
Does he
explode? No.
Okay, great. Contender's gone.
All right, then last shooting.
The last shooting is going to be towards the Lord Discordant. So
Okay.
-1 to hit.
-1 to hit.
That is fine. So we're going to do number of shots, 2d6 shots. It's going to be 4 only, sadly. So from the rapid fire battle cannon, -1 to hit, so he needs force to hit, 3 hits.
-1 to wound, toughness 7.
That's fine. -1 to wound, about pounds at night. -1 to wound. So normally it's a strength 8 to 7. So normally it's 3 to wound, so it's 4 to wound. And 2 wounds.
Okay.
AP -2.
-1 with AOC, saving on 3s. So is that 2 or 3?
I'm literally not going to get it because the lights
They will save.
Alright. That is 100% okay. Now this guy is going to shoot
I mean,
basically everything into that guy.
into this guy.
Well,
Yeah.
actually,
So,
going to shoot the
yeah,
Melta into him.
He's down to 4 wounds, by the way. I used the wound marker for him
Yeah,
earlier
that's
because I thought he was done being shot at.
Melta into him, and the rapid fire battle cannon into them.
Okay.
And then I think those are the only 2 ranged weapons that can reach. Oh, and the stubber into them too. So we'll start off. Yeah. So we'll do the rapid fire. So we'll do the Melta into the big guy, the big thermal.
What's
cannon.
is it a 30-inch Melta?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
a 30-inch.
Nice, okay.
So 2d3 shots. We got 4.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hitting on 3s. He got 3 hits.
Alright.
Strength is 9.
Toughness 7.
Winning on 3s. At 2 wounds at AP -4.
All right, minus so 5 out. All right, so two saves. Okay, saving 5. 1 save, 1 goes through.
D6 plus 2 damage. So it's 4 damage.
He had 4 wounds. Does he explode?
No.
So close. Nope, no explodes. All right, that's
Alright.
another vehicle.
And then next is going to be the Avenger Gatling Cannon, 12 shots. 6s on wounds cause mortals. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Hitting on 3s, going into those guys up there. So
Wow.
take away 1s. All these hit. These are on 6s. This is true, the other one, but I forgot. 6s on our mortals. We have 1 mortal wound, so automatically 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
And
Should I
then,
apply that now? Because one guy's down to 1
Yeah,
wound.
apply that now.
So this guy's dead.
and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wounds at AP -2.
All right, so down to -1 for AOC, -1 for like cover, so 0, so saving on 3s. How many total?
10.
Oh,
Wait,
total
1,
is-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10.
Okay, all right, so saving on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 go through. How much
2 damage each.
So they're all dead.
So Crusader killed the Defiler. Crusader killed, what's that other guy called?
Forge Fiend.
Forge.
You got
Fiend.
any trash over here?
Thank you so much.
I don't have it.
And then Crusader killed, what was that squad called?
Legionnaires.
Great.
Cool. All right.
And the Paladin killed Leviathan. And what's the other one called?
Contemptor. All right. Can I start putting away the models?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
So perfect. So then the game is a clear victory,
Yep.
and I got what I need to know information-wise for my agendas.
I'm gonna real quick, just while you're here, I'm just gonna do my death save things.
Oh, yeah,
just
of course.
because I had a lot of models die, and
And
I
then
think you need to do one. On
I
your
need to do
guy.
one. So here it is, right here. Do I get a, hope not a 1, hopefully not.
It's a 1. It's a boy. Cool. All right. Well, you can just kind of roll whatever the disadvantage is. I'm gonna just go through my models one at a time. So Defiler.
Mhm.
Safe. Leviathan. Safe. Legionnaires. Safe. Contemptor. Ooh. All right. So Contemptor has to roll. Forge Fiend. Safe. All right. So just the Contemptor takes a battle scar. I'm gonna just spend the XP to get rid of it. So he gets no XP for this game. I don't want to deal with that nonsense.
But the fact that I rolled how many ones today for battle scars?
Oh,
is
I know.
crazy.
That was the unluckiest I've ever seen for battle scars.
Yeah. Okay. So Warglaive got a battle scar for today, but you know what? I only had 1 unit die today.
Yeah.
Because that's what my games usually go like.
Mm-hmm.
So the other game where we just blew each other out was just
Yeah.
like usual.
Well, the thing for me is I have to get in melee range to secure kills on any like really tough models.
Yeah.
And like my warlord could probably kill a big knight in 1 charge phase if he gets in and gets a little bit lucky.
Mhm.
It's just getting there. He's just too. He's not nearly durable enough.
He's a little spongy.
He's only got 9 wounds. You know.
The flesh is willing, but
The
it's
sponge is
also
weak. The flesh is weak.
flesh is weak. Yeah.
Yeah. Spirit is definitely willing now. Okay.
So let me just let everybody know. Thank you so much for joining us today. We had a lot of fun. You know, we even had guest announcer for a little bit, but we're being kicked out. So we're going to end it after 2 rounds, based on the scoring, because you know these narrative scoring rounds are a little unusual sometimes. It created a very lopsided score, but it was just based on the way the narrative mission was sort of set up. It could have gone very differently based on how the scoring might have been set up otherwise. But that was a lot of fun. Battle scars were had on both sides. We'll keep track of that, and who knows, maybe we'll stream another game from my campaign. My campaign is essentially the search for the Canis Rex, which I'm certain we'll find him at the end. But thank you so much for joining, and we'll come back from Hey Wanna Play another time. Thanks, everybody.